Doing good, Mike. Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today was a good day. I had a half a day today. So that was nice. Got out a little early.
Yeah, so did my kids.
Yeah.
Did you have it in service at school too, or what?
Boss took us to see the dinosaurs. Welcome. You are now tuned into the official podcast of the Daywalker.
The Daywalker.
Yeah.
He has all the powers of the nerd, but yet it's weakest.
Starring Jed Vargo.
Shut up, Wesley. What's wrong with you, Jed? These people don't care who you are. It's a fucking clown. I understand. Nailed it. Well, because Transformers are fucking cool.
Levy Curry.
My body is a temple. It's time I started treating it that way. I actually really like that game a lot. Reports of my veganism are highly exaggerated. Because all she sees is superhero dick.
And your host, Mike Kincaid. You know, I can be a little bit of a hothead. That's a good cop, bad cop right there.
Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
That thing looked badass, dude. So it's time to put on your big boy pants.
Like a child. Yeah, you're like a little kid, man.
Is that what she really sounded like?
Yes. Fasten your seatbelts and get ready. It's time for the Blackout and Shout podcast. Where are we at? 84. Episode 84 or 85?
This is episode 84 of the Blackout and Shout Show.
Welcome,
holiday
everybody.
special.
Yeah, this is the, by the time this drops, it'll be Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Or so.
Yep. Yes.
Shout out to Rogue.
What was that? Sound like a cat's impersonation of a turkey.
Yeah. It's Christmas, not Thanksgiving. How you guys doing?
Train your animals better, Mike.
These fucking animals are out of control. Look, here comes this asshole. Hi, Jerry. He did say there's some kind of dinosaur thing going on around here somewhere.
Oh, really?
To the Lehigh Valley Zoo, where all they have the squirrels and the...
They're running out of animals up there, man. Remember the monkeys? They used to have the monkeys. The monkeys were awesome.
I never realized they had monkeys.
Oh, yeah, way back
we're
then.
the
We were kids.
monkeys.
No, I thought they just had like
monkey
domestic animals like dogs, cats, squirrels.
No?
Shit you'd see in a park. And a peacock or two.
Wait, the game preserve you talking?
No, the Lehigh Valley Zoo over
Yeah,
at LTRC.
Yeah, that's the game that used to be the game.
Oh, is it game preserve?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right.
They still
It's right
have
over
other
there.
shit, but they don't have the cool shit like they had when we were kids, man.
Well, I remember they had giraffes, and fucking one of them died, or both
still
of them
have
died.
giraffes.
Oh, did they?
There's two there.
I know
last
the
time.
one was a slut because she got pregnant, had a baby, and then she got pregnant like right away.
Oh, the one they had died though when they first got it right away.
Yeah, I remember something about that. Well, yeah, I guess they were fighting and one broke its neck.
Yeah.
Really? Is that what happened? What the
I think,
is it-
if I recall correctly, I think that's what happened. Because giraffes fight like that. They'll bang their necks together.
Yeah, they'll fucking whip that shit.
Wait, was there only so the male was fighting the female?
No, I think
Was
it
it
was
two
two
males?
males. I think. It's real fuzzy. I don't remember
Hey
the
man,
whole
when there's
story,
only
but-
one ass up in there,
Yeah. Even when there's no ass up in there, they still fight
shoot to
like that
death.
for alpha superiority.
Because, giraffe only have 7 vertebrae in their neck.
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure it is.
See, I told you, he knows more fucking random shit like that than I ever will.
As we're moving on, I'm gonna fact check him.
Levy forgot more shit than I'll know fucking about random fucking information.
So let's start here on the left side, ladies and gentlemen. Levi Curry.
Hey,
How you doing, Levy?
I'm all right.
Levy Curry.
Oh, yeah, it is true. 7.
Yeah.
7 vertebrae.
Wow.
According to the San Diego Zoo, yeah. So,
Awesome.
7 vertebrae.
Wow.
So they can be over 10 inches in length
Wow.
individually. Yep.
That's passing the knowledge down to the listeners.
Yeah.
Use that at the Christmas Eve party tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. It gets the chicks juicy. Slapping that, hitting them with that knowledge,
Puts a little snail trail on the panties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chicks love that shit. They love to be educated.
My wife's always like, when I put the kids to bed, and she's like, why don't you cuddle and we'll just lay here in bed and you can talk to me and stuff like that. And I'm like, I want to go play Spider-Man. I want to go work on this shit. I'm like, I don't want to fucking just lay here and like,
I don't want to talk to you,
just
bitch.
fucking fall asleep and stuff like that. I like listen to you. So I'll just talk about like really fucking sophisticated, intelligent shit about like light refraction and stuff like that, and about how certain models in 3D, fucking spaces, and then she like she'll just be fucking sleeping in like 5 minutes.
And he
Like,
goes and plays Spider-Man.
and then I get to escape.
You guys remind me definitely of like Alan Peg Bundy.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you're not a loser shoe salesman. But other than that,
With old dreams of football stardom.
I'm more like the Ropers. Where are you going?
You got Jack Tripper,
Yep.
Mr. Roper.
There you go.
Does that make me Larry?
You're Larry.
Or am I? Or am I? What was the other guy's name? Don Knotts' character, Mr.
Furley.
Mr. Furley. Yeah, I'm probably Mr. Furley.
You're the bartender down at the Beagle Eagle or the Regal Beagle.
The Regal Beagle.
Levi Furley.
What was the hot chick's name? The neighbor. She wasn't one to bang Jack, and he was like, I'm good, thanks. Was it Lana?
Yeah, I think that was her name.
Lana or something like that?
Yeah.
Jack. Hey, my sink fixed, Jack. Anyway, love you. So,
Shout out to all his plugs.
yeah, man.
Shout out to the D&D group. Shout out to Jed, Brother Kyle, Nate, Josh, and Joe. They're having a grand old time. So they're enjoying things.
Don't forget about Mike,
Yeah, and Mike, the
silent member of the group.
the sexy bard.
Levy, I went to stop by Vanessa's work today on break time because I happened to be passing by right while she was having break. Mm-hmm. And Chris, that was with us last episode or 2 episodes ago, his girl works with Vanessa, and she was she popped out and she was asking me about when I was going to start playing. She's been busting my balls, and I'm like, I can't. Like, even if I really all this was just a goof, and I really actually kind of sort of wanted to, I would have to stand my ground and just not play on purpose.
Yeah. You're missing out. What was that meme where it's like, I'm running a Dungeons and Dragons game tonight. Is that like a sex thing? Oh, far from it, Jen. But yeah, Joe actually messaged me, said that he's going to be running a game for his family. So he was asking me for advice and stuff. I'm not sure if I'm really the person to be coming to for advice, but
You are the master.
well,
Who's the master?
no, I'm always questioning whether you guys are having fun or if I'm doing a good job or not. So, but you guys keep coming back, so I must be doing something right?
Yeah, I think they're
Either that or they have no other options.
Yeah, that's probably it.
A dick is a dick.
Wow, that went really weird.
Yeah,
That went to a really weird.
I'm not sure
place.
how I should take that. Am I just a piece of meat? I mean,
Damn.
but So shout out to those guys. We're taking a 2-week break because of the holidays and stuff. They all fall on our the day of the week that we play. So
Yeah, we got about 14 or 15 sessions in, so I'm gonna start.
has it been that long already?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start producing some episodes so we can release them
Yeah.
opposite of the show, so we can get even less followers.
Oh, these guys suck. They're nothing.
Now-
they're nowhere near as good as Critical Role.
We speaking of Critical Role, so we were like thinking of a name like for the channel or the show or whatever, right? So we came up with Fear Not Ranger.
Fear not Ranger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Night Ranger was taken, so
What's funny though is there's no ranger in our party. So
Yeah, even better.
anyway, so stay tuned.
yeah.
Probably in the new year, we're gonna start releasing those
It'll be
episodes every other
be
week.
a lot sooner than Blackout and Shout reviews.
Blackout and Shout reviews.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that's not what it was. It was gonna be.
That was
called,
what it was originally.
No, it was gonna be called.
Heroic nonsense.
Yeah.
No, but
Heroic
this was
nonsense.
before.
Before. Oh, there was
Yeah.
a first
Yeah.
prototype phase to
Yeah.
this.
Yep.
Wow. Do you still have that review table?
Well, yeah, it's just a card table.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's just a card table. April just used it to bake her cookies this past weekend.
You should do a review on them.
Review the cookies. These cookies are delicious, and they are. My April's cookies are delicious. She freaking slaved 3 days this past weekend. So shout out to April.
Yeah, so far the chocolate chip cookies kicked ass.
Oh, you should try the snickerdoodles. They're great. And the ginger snaps. Try the ginger snaps. Holy shit, those things are amazing.
Do you know what, man? I slaved like for 6 hours all night last night and 6 hours today making that cake.
Oh, good.
So
Yeah, that's gonna get crushed.
I'm very
it better fucking taste good. That's all I
I'm
gotta
very
say.
interested in trying it.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
I know the cheesecake part tastes good, so.
Oh, there's cheesecake in it?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a layer of chocolate, layer of cheesecake, layer of chocolate.
No shit.
Yeah.
I've never had a cake like that before.
Well, it's my
Color me interested.
It's my own special super duper super chocolate blackout and shout cake.
All right.
Cheesecake.
I'm
Blackout
very
and shout
interested to try
cake
it.
cheese.
Cake cheese?
Doesn't sound right.
No, I wouldn't call
name.
it that. Yeah.
Chocolate Famunda cheesecake.
Yo, from under cheese.
Yeah, your marketing department needs work.
Yeah, I can't think of a good name because you say chocolate cheesecake, you think of something completely different.
Yeah.
So you say chocolate cake, you just think of chocolate cake. So
Choco cake?
ooh, I got
Hooters.
it. How about
Chocolate cake? Hooters.
chocolate cheesecake sandwich? Nah, that doesn't work.
No.
Anyway,
But yeah, she slaved for like 3 days. She made like, what was it, 9 different kinds of cookies?
the funny part about
it
it
was
is
11.
like, you know, because I've known you for a few years now. Is like every year you always say that she slaved away making these cookies.
Yep.
I've never once heard you say about how you helped her and how it was so hard to helping
He
her.
slaved away eating them.
Do you help her?
No. She kicks me out of the kitchen. She doesn't want me in there.
You can't be the sous chef? and,
No,
like,
she
help
doesn't
her
want.
out?
She doesn't want me anywhere near her space.
Oh man, that's
She says that I would just sit in there, make her mad, and just fart. She doesn't want. She doesn't want me crop dusting the cookies.
Sounds like she knows you.
Well, yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's a valid point, man.
that's true.
She doesn't want me crop dusting the cookies.
We don't want you crop dusting the cookies.
April's a very smart woman.
Yeah,
I take
so-
everything that I said back.
No, she does not want me in her space when she's baking. That's her place of zen.
I can just see you sitting there with a controller playing PlayStation, going, "You need any help back there?
That's actually what happened. I was sitting there watching TV.
You good? Okay."
Yeah, I was sitting there watching this. Are you sure you don't need any help? No, I'm fine. Stay out of the kitchen. I'm like, okay. Going back to watching TV and playing games and shit.
Cool.
But she was exhausted by the time the weekend was over, so she took off Friday and just baked all weekend. Like literally from sun up to the time she went to bed.
Yeah, I was gonna make pumpkin rolls, but like 2 reasons I didn't want them, because I remember you guys didn't seem that enthusiastic about the idea, and 2, it was extra baking to do for no reason.
Pumpkin roll?
Pumpkin roll is all right. Like sometimes I find them to be too sweet though. So I don't know. I love pumpkin bread. So hauls. I actually got a bunch of stuff. I got the Marvel 80th anniversary exclusive Deadpool figure.
Yeah.
It's basically just the re-release of the comic, the 90s comic version Deadpool, but with like more accessories. It actually came with guns and shit this time.
How many pouches?
Oh, a bunch. I mean, it's a Liefeldian Deadpool, so you know he's all pouches. But it's a cool figure though. It's done on the Spider-Man 2099 mold. So I got that. I got the Mezco 112 Freddy Krueger, which is really awesome. I'm really surprised. He's a skinny body, but like they used a different body for that one, because like Michael Myers, they used like the Joker body, where like it just has a single elbow joint. But this one, they made a new body for it, and it has double elbow joints. It's like it's a skinny model, or a skinny body, but it has, you know, much better articulation.
Interesting.
But what's really funny is like the forearms are molded with the burn texture on it, right? But the rest of his body isn't. So like he's got like washboard abs. So like you can tell, like, I'm holding his shirt up, was like this, showing off his abs. It's really funny. I was doing that. I just had him sitting there like this. I'm like, and I was just sitting there giggling at it. For like 10 minutes, I'm looking at this thing, just giggling my ass off. Freddy Krueger showing off his washboard abs. I'll take pictures of it and show you. It's funny. I got for some reason earlier this month, BBTS, you know, they were having, you know, their sales and stuff, and I don't collect SHF Dragon Ball Z figures, but they had Android 21 up for sale, and so I picked that up, and wow, she's a really, really good figure. I'm actually pleased that I picked it up.
I think the smaller size, like most HS.
Yeah, same scale as most SHF stuff. And then I got my Storm Collectibles Sagat. So yeah, I'm loving that. Yeah. Loving that figure. My only problem with the Storm Collectibles stuff is they're knees don't bend enough. They're double jointed knees, but they don't bend like all the way back. You know.
Well, you just need to get him up like in the the leg up bend in knee stance, right?
Yeah, I can do that like his neutral stance. You know? I can do that, but like doing the tiger knee to make it look like it doesn't in the game, you can't do it because the leg doesn't bend deep enough. So I mean, I can get a close approximation, but I imagine I'll be able to do it with the SHF Saget. So
did he come with effects?
Yeah, he came with a tiger shot.
Tiger.
Yeah, it's huge too. It's like because like in the game you only see it from the side, so it just looks like a little boomerang type shape. But this thing is like a big round fireball from the front. When you look at it from the front, it's a big round fireball. When you look at it from the side, it looks like it did in the game. Cool. So, but it's huge, and but it's cool. Like you can put him in the tiger stance. He holds the tiger stance with his arms outstretched. The only thing is like you can't do the low tiger shot because again his legs don't bend enough for you to do it. So. Word. But yeah, it's an awesome figure. I mean, it's fucking huge too. He's almost as tall as Goro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's almost as tall as Goro.
And the rest would you say that was Storm?
Yeah.
And the rest of the Street Fighter cast that you have so far is
they're about
ninja
the size. Well, yeah, Ryu. I only have Ryu and Bison.
That seems pretty big. I mean, I know
Ryu is about the size of the ninjas.
The Street Fighter Storm collectibles are larger as well.
Yeah, but he's thicker than the ninjas though. Ryu's thicker than the ninjas.
Yeah. They're like 9 inches, almost 10, I think. Like Terry is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the King of Fighter stuff is bigger. The Tekken guys are bigger.
Big the Street Fighter ones are?
No, no. Like I said, Ryu is about the size of the ninjas, but he's a lot thicker. Okay. But like the King of Fighters
characters are like they're more blocked.
Yeah, the King of Fighters figures are taller,
stockier.
Tekken is taller. Actually, I think. The newer Street Fighter stuff in general, like the normal size figures like Guile and stuff, I think they're actually taller than the Mortal Kombat stuff. I know the Injustice figures are taller. So, yeah.
What else you get?
What else did I get? I think that was it for figures, but I got a smoker.
Ooh. Yeah. Electric or?
Yeah, electric.
Nice. I thought you had one. Didn't you have one?
No. I had a gas grill, but no, I got a smoker, which is cool. I'm really, really excited to try that out.
Is it an outdoor one?
Yeah. Where I'm going to be making a rib roast for dinner at my dad's on Tuesday, so it'll be my first time trying it. I got to pre-season it though, so I'll probably do that Sunday or Monday. All that entails is just running it for 3 hours or so with nothing in it, and then just putting chips in.
Yeah.
Of like the last 45 minutes.
I used to have just a regular smoker. Mm-hmm. My dad gave me. It was a fucking mess. Yeah. But man, the stuff that came out of it tastes so good.
Yeah. I'm going to be smoking all sorts of stuff. I was going to.
It really matters. Yeah? It really matters on the type of wood you get. So
I'm going
to be smoking all sorts of meats.
No longer interested.
No, I went and bought this 8.5 pound rib roast yesterday. Regular price on this thing was like $99.
What?
But then with the giant discount card, it was down to like $66. But then with the coupon that I had, that took it down to like a little over $35 maybe.
Cool.
So yeah,
nice.
I was gonna get a couple chuck roasts too because I wanted to do burnt ends. But poor man's burnt ends.
But you didn't.
I didn't because they were kind of expensive. They were like $26 per chuck roast.
This is like when Levy talks about toys that he didn't buy.
No, I wanted to do burnt ends for April's parents' thing tomorrow, but I decided not to. It was kind of I wasn't gonna have any time to pre-season the smoker. And
what kind of wood are you gonna use?
Mesquite I have right now. I do want to get like other varieties. Like I want to get apple wood and oak.
Yeah, we used to use apple all the time because we had an apple tree. So we used to cut the shit down, use it for smoker.
Yeah, so I want to try different types. But right now I have mesquite chips. So
it's a good safe go-to for smoking.
Yeah, and for my rub for the rib roast, I'm just going to use kosher salt, black pepper, and garlic.
Tell you what, man, with the
garlic powder,
mesquite wood smoked turkey tastes super awesome with that.
Now, how did you? So you've done turkey then?
Yeah.
Okay. How did the skin turn out on it on smoke? Did you put it in the oven to crisp it up at all or anything?
No, everything was in the smoker. Mm-hmm. It came out just like like any type of non-bagged, food would, and it came out real crisp,
Really, the skin came out crisp? Because I've been told that, like, when you smoke poultry and stuff, the skin actually comes out kind of rubbery.
Well, I think it depends if you brine it or not. So we didn't ever brine it. So we just kind of threw it in there. So
I need to get a searzall now. I want to get a searzall to do some searing without actually having to put it, in the oven or sear it on a pan or something like that. Did you ever hear of a searzall?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, for those who don't know, a searzall is
Michael,
an attachment that you put on a blowtorch, and it's a large metal cone-shaped thing, and then it's got a grate on the end of it, and it's meant to disperse the flame over a wider area, and allows you to sear meat without getting like a fuel taste, fuel residue or anything on the meat, and getting a fuel taste. So,
you remember like when you used to blow dry your hair, Mike? You used to put a diffuser on so it wouldn't get frizzy. Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah. I remember those days.
So, but it does a real good job
before
of
the
searing
flat
meat.
iron. And then you had to use the blow dryer on cool to
the cool blast
to finish everything off at the end.
Yeah. So I'm excited to start smoking meats.
I bet you are.
I'm gonna be doing everything. I'm gonna be doing pork chops, steaks,
hot dogs, lunch
I don't know
meat,
about hot dogs. Though I do
Tuna
do
fish.
have a recipe for homemade hot dogs.
Pork chops are chunky.
So
I'm gonna smoke this can of tuna fish. Just put it right in the smoker.
yeah, salmon. We want to do salmon.
When my dad used to do all the smoke, that was the thing that he smoked all the time was salmon.
Yeah.
Because he used to go to New York and catch them and bring it back, and we smoked salmon.
Yeah.
But yeah, salmon, turkey. He tried to make beef jerky in it the one time. It came out terrible. So, but that was deer meat, so I don't think it really was supposed to be done.
According to Alton Brown, you should use no heat when you are trying to dry out meat for beef jerky, and you can do that using just a simple box fan and central air filters.
Interesting.
Yep.
Ever tell you that story about how I tried to make beef jerky in the microwave?
Oh my god!
Are you trying to dry it out? Would you put it in the microwave for about 45 minutes?
I had strips of steak, right? And I doused them in like fucking Worcestershire sauce, and then I put them in the on a plate, and I put them in the microwave for 20 minutes. I think like 3 times.
Oh my god!
So like an hour in the microwave.
Yeah.
It came out like powder. As soon as I touched it, it was like. I was able to get like one sliver to steak together, and I took a bite of it. It was like eating fucking dirt. Yeah, man. Don't ever microwave beef jerky.
You should have named it the Infinity Wars jerky.
It was like hash. It was pretty bad.
The snap took fucking 60 minutes only. Oh, shit.
I was like, after the first 20, it's like, it's not done. Yeah, that was a.
I don't even want to think about how that tasted.
It tasted like dirt.
Yeah.
So, did you give all your shout outs?
Yeah.
And you got all your hauls in?
Yeah.
Cool. How about you, Mike? Why don't you go next? Switch it up a little bit.
This is going to drop somewhere around Monday, right?
It drops every Monday.
Okay.
Every Monday morning at 5 a.m. Eastern Time.
Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles for beating them rotten, stinking motherfucking Dallas Cowboys yesterday. I like going out on them.
We'll see. We'll see how that works out.
Go Birds.
Think it's
Go
gonna be
Birds.
another. They
Go
win in
Birds.
overtime.
I think it's gonna. Well, if it's a blowout, it's gonna be Dallas because they have more of an ability to blow a team out. Because let's face it, they got better. They're more talented. They're less injured, and honestly, they've had our number for a little while.
I thought their quarterback just got injured.
Yeah, but you know what? I think that's some rope-a-dope bullshit. I think that's some bullshit. I think they're saying it. You know, and hopefully the Eagles are smarter than that. But it's like, all right, well, that means they're going to run the ball. So let's load the box up to stop Zeke, and then Dak is throwing the ball all over the fucking field. So I don't know. I'm actually just talking some shit because it's going to be a tough game for the Eagles one way or another. If they win it, it's going to be close. But if they do win it, so this dude Jerry from a band called Stereotype, another local band. Me and him are always going back and forth. He's the dude. Like if you see me posting on my wall, like eat shit, Jerry. It's him because he's a loudmouth fucking cowboy cocksucker, right? So he owns Saucon Valley Music, which is on Main Street in Hellertown. And to be fair, he's a really good guitar player, but he owns Saucon Valley Music and he does guitar lessons. So me and Dave from my band, he's actually the drummer, but he plays a little guitar too. He said, dude, if the Eagles beat the Cowboys, let's anonymously call Saucon Valley Music and see if Dave will give like lessons, like tandem lessons to like 2 guitar players. Not tell them who we are, but then because they don't teach theory necessarily. It's just like, well, what kind of music do you want to learn? You know, bring some songs and we'll teach you how to play these songs or whatever. So we were going to get Jerry to teach us the Eagles fight song and Eye of the Tiger. Well, just book a couple guitar lessons. Yeah, how's Eye of the Tiger go again? So this is what's fun about a season like this is because the Eagles aren't very good. So if they find a way to pull this off, it's going to be miraculous. And there's going to be a lot of shit talking that follows. And hopefully I'm doing that right now as you're listening to this.
What place are they in the conference?
Oh, dude, if they get into the playoffs, it'll be as a 4 seed, but that's only because everybody in the NFC East stinks. And they'll probably get bounced out in the first round. But really, this year is not about the Eagles winning the whole thing. It's about keeping the fucking Cowboys out. That's this week is our Super Bowl if it goes the right way.
So that means I'm gonna watch the Cowboys in the Super Bowl this year, and they're like, not unless you have a VCR.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
that was a good one.
What an annoying fucking fan base they are. Like everybody thinks that we're a-holes, which, you know, maybe a little bit. But seriously though. Fucking annoying fucking. Do we have any listeners in Dallas?
Cheerleaders are hot.
There's hot chicks everywhere.
I probably
Texas listeners.
I'm gonna say yeah.
If you guys are listening, fuck you guys, man. No,
yeah, but kidding. No, the Texas fans are the ones that are good. It's the Pennsylvania
cool.
Dallas Cowboy fans are the assholes.
Yeah.
So
I wonder. I was actually talking to Doug Bible, who he lives. He's a Cowboy fan, and he lives in Texas. He might even live somewhere close to Arlington. I can't remember, but he's cool as hell. He is. And we were going back and forth a little bit, and I said, dude, are there any fucking annoying Eagle fans down there?
Live in Texas.
Live in Texas? And he said, yeah, there are, man. He said he's friends with a bunch of them, and I'm like, I wonder, like what, like that bizarro world where, you know, like Cowboys fans are like, did you ever see the link? Have you ever been to Philadelphia? Like you lived in Dallas your whole life, man, and then you like the Eagles, you annoying fucking asshole.
They got the Steelers in the reversible jacket. Oh man, yeah, that is like a bizarro world, huh?
Yeah. He says it happens. It does, man.
That's funny.
But see, the Dallas, I don't know if you know this or not, but Dallas actually hates the Redskins. Like the Redskins are their arch enemy. Like,
don't we hate the Redskins too?
Yeah.
Or do we just feel sorry for them?
Yeah. I only hate the Redskins around Matt Baldwin. Yeah. And that's just, you know. But I don't really like it.
I remember going to the Eagles game, and I remember they're playing the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And I remember Gary went, and he was all decked out in Dolphin gear.
Dolphins is a strange team.
Gloves, socks, jacket, hat, everything. Was cold.
Lipstick.
Yeah, lipstick. And I said to my friend Dave, I said, you know, who's like a hardcore, he was a hardcore Eagles fan. I said, isn't going to get the shit beat out of him like that? They're like, nah, we just feel sorry for those guys.
They'll probably give him $1 when he walks by. Aww. when they, you know how like in the Vikings when they get a first down, they're like when, you know, they do like the cat noise, like when the Panthers get a first down. Like I wonder if like when the Dolphins get a first down, like if Gary used to just go or whatever the flipper did. I know that wasn't it, but I'm in socks.
I'm sure they do.
Anyway, shout out to Eagles for whooping that ass. So I'm piling it on now. Yeah. Let's see. I got a monitor. I got a big monitor for downstairs for taking pics.
Yeah, you said.
So
did you buy a TV or a monitor?
It's a monitor. It's like one of those monitors like when you're a uptight suit in an office and you're giving a presentation. You know, it's like one of them big dopey fucking monitors and shit. It's not a TV's more. But anyway,
Big dopey.
yeah, you can hook shit up through
Just
either
plug shit into it.
HDMI.
Doesn't do nothing.
It doesn't do nothing. It just fucking hangs there. But no, I'm gonna get them out and put it up. I got a big one though. I got a 65 inch. I actually. Oh, by the way, yeah. Shout out to Troy Tallis 70. I actually hit him up and asked him about it. Because I was telling him about it. I'm like, man, I got either a black background or a white background. And if I want to do anything else, I got to composite everything. So I said, I was kind of thinking about like doing a monitor. And I kind of knew that's how he did it. I didn't have any proof. But then he finally posted that picture of his setup. And like he just pumps out so much shit. And it's better than just regular pics.
Well, it's easy because he doesn't have to like do any type of like, you know, Photoshop,
or keying the background out, which is really the biggest pain in the ass. I mean, I like doing the composite backgrounds for the Photoshops because then you can really like tie everything together a little smoother, I think, than having to worry about finding the right background and all. But I don't want to do all that because I even told him, I'm like, I'm not trying to bite off of what you do because I'm not going to do all that diorama shit in the front because he really goes through elaborate stuff, trees and rocks and all kinds of other shit and stuff. And I just, you know, I don't want to do that. I just want to have something a little bit more besides just the regular background. And then you were saying you like the background, but I had already thought about that before I put the TV up. I'm going to take a pic of my background as is. That way, if I want that background, I can still have it there.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So,
did you see the picture of the cloud I did on the bike?
Yeah.
I just used my TV as a background just to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
And that's what came out.
Yeah. And
did you know that? Did you take notice that's what it was?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was I had him right in front of my TV and.
Did you have any kind of lighting in front of him?
Just on the side.
On the side?
On the right side. Yeah, the rest of the light was coming from the TV.
Yeah.
So backlight fill.
Yeah, it looks cool. Like backlit looks cool as long as you have a little bit of light in front and it's not, and the background is not completely like blowing it out. And I did think about like the reflections and stuff. But as long as, you know, it's all about angles, like Nate was saying, as long as you're at a good angle and if you have the lights far enough out of the way, and you could even not have the brightness of the TV so high, you know what I mean? If you keep that down, then you could use your camera on a tripod. Then you don't have to worry about, you know, the shutter speeds. And now I'm just talking a bunch of shit that nobody gives a fuck about.
I totally agree with you. Yep.
But yeah, so I don't know. So I'm excited to.
I'll tell you what. One thing that I noticed when I was like, you know, doing stuff in post with that picture is like a lot of the exposure.
Yeah,
I was changing a lot of exposure settings I don't usually change.
Yeah,
and then I was I desaturated a lot of it because a lot of it came out, you know, like overexposed because of the lighting from the TV.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
So that's going to be here Monday. So I got to pick up a wall mount.
Wait. So you haven't gotten it yet?
Oh man, you should have said something. I have a wall mount at home that I never use anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I would have gave it to you for nothing.
Is it big? I got a 65 inch. Is it big enough for
how big I used to have an old plasma hooked up to it. It was like 80 pounds.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, no
So
shit.
you haven't gotten the monitor yet?
It's
on the way here?
it's not here yet.
No. Okay. All right. All right. No, it's cool.
Way to police them there, Liddy.
That's cool. Yeah.
So yeah, if it can hold that thing up, and does it come off? Is it just like a stationary mount, or does it angle or any weird shit like that?
It does. It doesn't have an arm, but it does do, I think, a 33-degree tilt on both sides and then up and down.
Oh yeah, and you're not going to use it?
Nope.
Oh, dude, if you're
it's still sticking in my wall. I can just take it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad I didn't buy anything. I went looking around today, but I didn't
like I said, I had I forget what, I'm pretty sure it was a 60 or 65 inch plasma. Like I said, that thing was like 80 pounds. So
yeah, this thing's lighter. This thing's like 65 or 50, 55.
Yeah, basically you just put the brackets on the back of the TV and you hang it and tighten it and way to go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll even come up if I got nothing going on and get it, because that thing's coming on Monday, and I know I'm going to be pretty amped to.
Well, if you don't want to wait and you want to buy one, I know there's a real cheap, really great quality TV mounts that I bought for my 4K that I use for my desk. That the company is insane. Is like everything comes like it's just the quality control of like the product is amazing. They get everything comes bagged. You get like a special tools that come with it. You get actually an LED light so you can see what you're doing behind the TV.
Yeah.
It's they thought of all this stuff. You know, it was real cool. I can send you a link for that too. So
I'd rather just take a free one.
All right, makes sense. Yeah. So, do you have studs where you can put it into?
Yes.
Okay.
And best part is I never painted that wall back there, so I could see exactly where they all are. So it's going to go up nice and easy.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe we'll even run up some like Vanessa's going out to breakfast with a bunch of her crow friends and shit like that. So maybe we can maybe y'all even run up tomorrow with DJ.
Yeah, I probably won't be home.
Oh, you won't be home. Don't start dog cat wars. Rogue. He's gonna the cat's gonna listen.
That's what Levy always says. He's never home when you're coming home.
Are you really not gonna be home?
I'll be home.
Oh, okay.
I just gotta take it out of the wall, so you gotta give me some time. I gotta get the socket
that's
set
fine.
out and bust it out. So
Word. Outside of that, I don't think I got anything. I think the last thing I got was the Archangel from you, and that was last podcast.
yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
you have a shout.
No, just the Eagles for beating the Cowboys yesterday.
Any new projects or anything coming down?
No, things have been really busy. I haven't really worked on a ton.
How about the 10 bots, 10 shots? You gonna drop in that soon?
That's probably going to be sometime this week. I've edited up to shot 3. I wanted to get it out last week, but it's like, man.
Yeah.
So Vanessa's moving in. I don't know if I told you.
No.
So
I kind of assumed though.
Yeah. So
basically her bringing all the furniture in.
Yeah. So so a lot of time over the last couple of weeks has been spent like, all right, who has the better couch? Who has the better chair? Who's got the better table? So we could throw shit out and
Right.
and do all that kind of stuff. So it's like a big, condensing of stuff. So that's been taking up a lot of time, and
Cool.
the band's been taking up a lot of time. A lot of shows in December. So yeah. So I haven't really worked on anything, and I'm kind of like up in the air until the air clears with this whole YouTube thing. As far as like making new videos and all that shit, I've been more like funneling all the Transformer stuff off my other pages, and I want to do everything through the Reflector files. That's actually Transformer related.
It's a good idea.
Because I used to put like that shit on the MK Graphics page, but it's like I want to get back to putting other stuff like my work and all that shit on there, and put all the Transformer related shit on the Reflector files. I was even thinking about renaming my channel whenever that might be, to just
The Reflector files.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Name it, brand it,
Sure.
That way it's all going the same place.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. What about you, Jed?
Well, related to that.
Oh, one last thing.
Oh.
Fuck Rick Roberts. Fuck Jeremy Lewis. And fuck, who else?
Mike Seifert. Yeah, you're missing 2 more.
Oh, yeah. Fuck Mike Seifert. And fuck that Dennis Langenstein guy. What did they call the group in Infinity Wars? The Thanos' boys? The something black. Something.
The Black Order.
The Black Order. Yeah, that's the MKU's Black Order. Right there.
MKU.
Yeah.
I thought we were going with what was it, man? Now I
Something
forgot.
the Nitwits. What was it? Yeah, you're right.
It was like the Legion of Doom.
Legion of
Doom.
Nitwits.
Nitwits. Anyway,
Go on.
Legion of Dipshits.
No, it's definitely Nitwits.
let's see. So we're gonna be speaking about rebranding stuff. So I'm gonna move forward in the beginning of the year, and we're gonna rebrand everything to Blackout and Shout Alliance.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said you said you had an announcement to make on the last episode.
Yeah.
And this is it.
So I haven't not gonna make any changes to anything yet, but we've definitely got a group of really cool people together, so that we can kind of start forming like a group of individual creators, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, we have the podcasts, animators, photographers, just, people who create things and stuff. And then we kind of have like a group or an alliance of those so that we can cross promote each other and stuff. So I'm going to start doing that across all our platforms together, because basically I've been doing that every day anyway. I'll post like 3 images of like stuff that I'll find like on Instagram or whatever, but this way I can kind of focus in on the people that are part of the group more than others.
Right.
And it's just kind of like, I think there's like cool things that can like be worked out between everybody. Like say like one guy, you know, they take a photograph of like a Beast Wars character and then say, you know, like
I thought you just say cool things will come out of this. And you start off with a photograph of Beast
Sorry,
Wars.
it was an example because like that's so I can move it to like Stasis like so like and then like you know Dakota Stasis like goes, oh, that's a cool picture, and he talks about it there, and then maybe somebody else listen. You know, it's just a whole intraweb.
It's the Daywalker Network.
Yeah,
someone takes a picture of Blackout from the Transformers movie.
Yeah,
you know?
and then they shout,
and then I shout.
That's some cool stuff. You know.
No, and then our very own Levi Curry, he's going to be hopefully doing some written up blog reviews of stuff, which would be kind of cool,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And some photos. Right?
Are you really, or is he being facetious?
No,
I'm not being facetious at
I
all.
feel more comfortable writing stuff down than
I
actually
think you feel
doing
more
it in front
comfortable
of
writing shit too. Yeah.
than doing it in front
I
of the
love the
camera.
idea of like Levy like sitting there tic-tacking away at the keyboard about like a figure or something, and then like having like 3-4 photos or whatever within like the write-up of the article. I think that'd be awesome.
I like a multimedia idea. You can go somewhere and you can have photos, videos, or written shit.
Yeah, it's all it's all branded within everybody's their own stuff. It's just that if like say so and so posts it on like Instagram, then I'm just reposting it within all the rest of the social media for everybody else who's affiliated with all those other channels will be able to see it then too, as part of this big group. So, and then plus I want to put everything into a new network that's been around for a couple of years called Steam, and part our videos on something called DTube. D as in dog. So, which is it's a non-ad based network that helps promote, peer-to-peer sharing of information. So I have a feeling it's going to be something that's going to grow a lot in a few years. So, but yeah, hopefully within a week or two, I'll or maybe in the beginning of the year, I'll have a post and we'll change everything around and stuff. So, but that's after, the other announcement is to get everything off of YouTube. So I'm going to take everything off. Mm-hmm. I'll probably leave some videos up that are not related to like toys or kids or whatever, which won't be very many. But we'll have like a couple like introduction video letting everybody know where they can find us, and click through to that site. So, and if we do post like any new episodes of our show, I'll just, kind of post a secondary video saying, hey, come check us out at this link instead. So the channel will still be there. It's just that the content will not. So, and like I was telling these guys a couple of weeks ago, it may not be needed, but I'm just playing it safe than sorry because, with all the AI and how things are going to get flagged and fined if possible, I'd rather not have to pay hundreds or thousands of dollars of a lawyer just to prove that I'm not posting stuff directly for kids. So it's easier just to abstain from the platform. Plus, I'm really getting tired of fucking 4 or 5 ads in fucking YouTube videos now, man.
Dude, so annoying, dude. Like in short video, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I get it.
8-minute videos. I'm getting like 3-4 ads in the middle of stuff.
It is. It's like it's unwatchable sometimes.
I don't know how creative controlled that is, like how many ads can be placed or where, but man, I think
it's very creator controlled because I've noticed on some of them, the ads always kind of pop up at a spot where it's like, oh fuck, what was going to happen next? You could tell they're leading into something and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure.
And sometimes they're like 2 ads in a row, I'm getting really tired of that.
I mean, listen, I know that's first world problems. Like, oh, geez, I have to wait until skip this ad comes up and click it. But like, geez, it's just
I hate
there's so many fucking ads all over the place, man.
I hate ads.
I understand that's where the monetization comes in, but like,
I came to YouTube to not watch commercials.
Yeah,
or I would have watched fucking TV or something. Yeah. But I have a feeling that that's gonna implode upon itself eventually at some point too. I think people are just going to get tired of it and they're not going to fucking
YouTube. People have been complaining about YouTube for years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, it's like we always say, man, money ruins everything.
Yeah.
And as soon as too much money and too much advertising got involved and stuff, then it just becomes like everything else, man.
That's one of the nice things about that Steam platform is that you can still gain money from views, but there's no ads involved or whatever. So that's the announcement we make. Also, Man, you know, I don't think Paul's going to hear this, but I really apologize if I totally butcher his name. But I've been working with this guy. His name's Paul Gary, I think is how you pronounce it.
This is the brand name company or whatever, the animation?
No, this is a different guy. This is he does like, he's pretty big in the whole Blender NPR world of things. He's been like making manga shaders and comic tune accurate shaders and stuff like that. He's from Australia.
Yeah.
Really nice dude. But like I was been talking back and forth with him about the stuff that I showed you guys in the chat about how, you know, there's certain reflective properties of like 2D models and 3D models, but in a 2D non-photorealistic perspective, how it's just never been done. And I showed him and he was really happy with it because I took his original shader stuff that he did for like tune and manga stuff, and then I just changed stuff around to make it work. He said lately, like the last thing he mentioned to me is like a lot of the stuff that I've been doing is kind of blowing his mind. So I really hope that he can take what, you know, I've been doing and put it into his stuff and like, you know, really make something really cool out of it. So, but yeah, man, shout out to Paul. Yeah, I've been working with Christian too, the name brand company. Shout out to him too. He's been throwing stuff my way and been rendering. So he thinks probably like maybe by June or July he'll be done.
Awesome.
So, shout out to, what was the other thing? I'm just trying to think of stuff that, I got, what's it called? It's a diopter? What's you screw it on the front of your lens? Diopter? Is that right?
What, the thing that like the filter type thing? That
but it's actually, instead of getting a macro lens, it's like a magnifying glass for the front of your lens. So instead of spending like, you know, $600-700 on a macro lens, it's just a diopter that screws on the front of your lens, and it does like 10 times magnification. So it works great. It's like you get about, maybe you can get about 3 inches away from your subject, and it'll get like real magnifying.
Really?
$20.
So you can shoot like a fly, and you can see like his eyeballs and shit.
Yeah, I got. Let me see. I was taking a couple of pictures when I was doing the whole Final Fantasy thing. But like it took a picture of the exhaust on the bike, so it gets real close. Yeah,
it does get really close.
Like I said,
that's a real short depth of field too. Yeah, that was cool, man.
Yeah, that was really cool. And you said that's
$20.
Wow,
that was it. Yep.
That's proof that you don't need crazy ass expensive gear to get good effects.
And what exactly does it do that it's able to get
shots like
that?
A little out of focus because it was more focused on his hair because it sticks out. But but that's about as close as I can get.
But you can put it on manual focus, right, and then go past.
No, I'm just saying. Yeah, but I was just saying that I was focused on his hair instead of his face, so that's why it's blurry. But yeah, what were you saying, Levy?
So how does it take close-up shots like that?
You have your lens, and then you just take the diopter, and then you screw it on the front.
Oh, really?
So it's kind of like having like a little magnifying glass on it.
Oh, okay.
Now you can't take pictures away anymore because you have like a magnifying glass on it. So you have to be at least about maybe 3-4 inches away from your subject.
Oh, okay.
And then you can change your what's the millimeter called again? Like the
wait, what?
What's it called? What's the technical term for that? The millimeters of the lens. You have 50 millimeter, 35 millimeter. What's it called? The
aperture.
Yeah,
aperture. No,
the aperture is the f-stops. Yeah, I'm not that technical. I don't know what all that shit is. What it's actually.
I forget what it's called, but anyway, yeah. So if you had one of those standard zoom lenses where it goes from 15 millimeters to like 55 or whatever, and you have the diopter lens on the front, you can zoom away and zoom close while you're actually holding the camera exactly there, and you'll get like this really far depth of field with it. But yeah, man, it was like $20-25 or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
And are they like universal, or
you have to make sure you know what your thread count is on your lens?
Oh, okay.
They're pretty standard. There's the 2 standard thread count sizes, I think, for what? Canon and what's the other?
Nikon.
Nikon, yeah, are the big ones.
You know what? I went to Dan's Camera City and a friend of mine, her husband works there, and he was actually, because I was asking him about shooting in low light situations, because a lot of times I do, and he was actually trying to sell, and he's a very good photographer. I feel weird saying it the right way, like it's not me,
You'll get used to it.
Yeah, he's a very good photographer too, and he knows his shit. And he was actually trying to sell me on a Sony camera. Sony's actually making some fucking killer DSLRs, but he was telling me already that they're not universal to the same ones that the Nikon and Canons are.
Yeah.
So I got to look into that, and I watched a few videos and stuff, but he showed me a couple shots that he took with his, and they're incredible, but they're different. It's like,
is that the 6K cameras that are coming out? Is that the ones they're talking about?
Probably. Yeah. He said you could shoot a killer camera or a killer shot with very little grain on a ridiculous ISO, like with a candle as your light, and it'll just be clear and clean as a motherfucker.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Well, that's all based on the sensor, right? So for the digital aspect of the camera, how good the sensor is in the camera.
Yeah, because a lot of times, like your ISO number is what controls your sensitivity to light, and so a lot of times in low light situations, you're shooting with a high ISO, but that has so much grain. But he said shooting on this particular camera at a crazy ISO number like 12,000 is the same as shooting ISO of like 1600 on a regular, like on a regular Canon.
I wonder if it uses some type of like denoise chip with that, like kind of like how well, besides like the 3D stuff, but like, I mean, like if you have, what's it called, Levy, when you upscale from like a 1080p to a 4K image, it's interpolation. Interpolation. I wonder if the camera has some type of interpolation where it's actually making, pixels when you're in that type of situation.
Like filling in the blanks almost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the science behind it. I just know that people are putting out some amazing pieces of equipment.
I'll tell you what. Ever since I started using NVIDIA's denoiser for like 3D renders and stuff, it has this HDR feature where I'll have to show you like the before and after. It's insane. Yeah. Because it's the same situation where you have like, if the lower light, you get more, they call them fireflies and render, get all these pixels with fireflies and stuff. Yeah. And if you don't have your sampling like boosted like real high, they won't go away. So like NVIDIA had this denoiser, denoiser, it's D-noiser or whatever. And it has like this AI training, and I can't believe what it does. It's magic. It's insane. It looks so good. But you can't take a normal picture and do the same thing. It has to be like, it has to know the 3D, logging color scale, not color scale, the color, like filmic, like color, palette or whatever information when it renders it, so that when it'll use that as a part of it for the denoising and stuff like that too. But it's crazy. I can't believe, I was so surprised like on how well it does. I mean, it's not perfect, but man, you can go from like a 200 sample render to having it be 20,000 and it looks so good. So, but yeah, anyway, so I got that macro diopter, I think that's what it was, which is really cool. I replaced my TV card. I got a USB to coax cable for my antenna today. Because my old one, that card lasted a long time. I had a Hoppage, whatever card. I bought it in 1999, and it was still working. So finally fizzled out on me.
It lasted longer than my marriage. It cost a lot less.
I didn't really get anything figure wise. I ordered a bunch of shit from Australia and Japan, so.
Let me ask you guys something. You just say you didn't get anything. I didn't really get anything toy-wise. You got a little bit of stuff. You know how we always say, like, where you think third party is going to be in 5 years, which we always laugh about. I think everybody laughs about it. Like, is there going to be at some point we're all going to run out of space, right? So you think in 5 years,
I already ran out of space.
Yeah, we're going to be sitting here when are we going to no longer get stuff? How does that happen? You're just going to end up selling shit, thinning the herd down, I guess.
Well, there's like certain things that I saw that I go, oh, this would be really cool if it was done, this way. Like say, I saw some company in Japan was doing like these small minifigures, but they were Akira. And I'm like, I would love to have a fucking Tetsuo and a Kaneda and a fucking bike. That'd be awesome, man. And they did those like I think Bandai may have done them like years ago, but they're expensive. But yeah, I mean like 6-inch figures in Akira, that'd be kind of cool. Or like any other type of say, like look at those Galaga figures or those ships that were coming out. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that is.
That wasn't thought of before. just I think there's like other avenues that we'll probably look at and say, hey, that's really cool. I want to get those, you know. Or you just say, hey, friends of mine, can you get me this for my shelf? For
I love my fucking X-Men collection, man. It's getting there.
I don't think plus you have to remember there's a lot of people coming into the collecting thing too. So there's a lot of people that don't know about third party too.
It's funny, and this goes all the way back to our Unicron discussion, with Zeta doing a Unicron, and it's like, well, how many people know about third party or whatever? Yeah,
and I did that research,
that poll. You know, it's funny because I had said how many people don't know about it, but you know what? Some of the reflector file thing, I've been posting a lot of my collection pics and just like one detail shelf and shit, man. Yeah. It's crazy, dude. There's a lot of, I mean, I don't know if it reflects the majority or the minority of fans that are out there, but I'm getting an awful lot of, hey, what are those? You're like, what versions are those? Like, I never saw those before, which is pretty wild. So I'm telling people about it. I'm getting TCP a little bit of advertisement.
I think what's that called?
Yeah. Oh, dude, how about that?
No, there was even better one. I was on Instagram when I reposted one of your collection pictures. I think it was, do you guys sell these? And that's not the first time. That's like the third time someone's asked if we sell stuff.
Like if you see a jazz, like the downbeat, and it's like, whoa, what jazz is? Like I understand that, but like which one was it that I put up? And somebody just asked who?
Oh, the Autobot, the book and stuff, like the.
Oh yeah.
What
was it? The Covenant of Primus. Yeah. What is this?
It's right there. I was like, what is this called? And I'm like, it only said it in the post.
You know why you guys are good friends to have? Because like y'all know how to act like dicks, and then I don't have to actually be a dick on my own page. I can just hit one of you, and I know you enjoy doing it, so I always hit you up. Hey, go be a dick at this guy.
I take great delight in making people feel stupid.
Wow. Someone posted something in the Play Arts Kai group, and he messed up a couple of words here and there, right? So can you guys tell me something about is that this then or something? And the one dude wrote English ? Another guy wrote underneath it, don't be a dick. You know what he meant.
Say this again. What did he say?
It was I'll have to find the post, but it was basically he messed up the verbs in the question a little bit, and the guy posted English with a question mark.
Oh,
like, can you post it in English?
Kind of like stuff I used to do.
Yeah, basically.
I actually don't really do that much anymore. I stopped engaging in drama on Facebook. So
you only should, it's like I'm the commissioner.
Like if you point something out to me and say sick 'em,
yeah,
I'm there.
You're in.
I'm in. You son of a bitch. I'm in.
I'm like Commissioner Gordon, and you're like Batman. I throw the dickhead symbol up in the air, and you show up.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
Anything else, Jed?
Nope, that's it.
Let's roll. News time?
Yeah. On with the news. Did you hear that Danny Aiello died?
Yeah.
Danny who?
Aiello.
Danny Aiello. Yeah.
Is who?
He was an actor.
He was 86 years old. He was an American actor. He was in Do the Right Thing, The Godfather Part 2, Moonstruck, and Hudson Hawk.
Yeah. He did play a lot of like gangster movies, gangster roles.
Best known for his he was the pizza guy in Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Remember that from Spike Lee movie? Mm-hmm. You remember that, do you, Mike? Yeah. Remember Hudson Hawk?
Yeah, I saw him.
I never saw Hudson Hawk.
Never saw Hudson Hawk? You never saw
I remember Hudson Hawk.
Yeah. He's in a bunch. You know exactly who he is if you look up his picture. So, yeah, he died. This one I didn't hear much about, but then again, I wasn't really looking until just recently. But did you know Marie Fredriksson died?
Fredriksson.
She was 61. She was a lead singer of Roxette.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Huh.
Swedish singer-songwriter and musician. Complications from a brain tumor.
Roxette.
No, that's Sting.
I know.
And can't remember if you mentioned this last podcast or not. Did you mention about René?
René Auberjonois?
Yeah.
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. He was 79, American actor, D Space Nine, MASH, and Benson. Do you remember him being on Benson?
Clayton.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Benson, Mike?
Yeah, I remember Benson. Yeah.
Yeah. He was the governor's aide.
He actually won a Tony in 1970.
Huh.
He died of lung cancer.
Yeah.
Another big shocker, too. Caroll Spinney
was 85.
He's the guy that played Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, shit.
Yep, he died. So,
What did they do when they had to get in the scene together? I'm being serious.
well, they just do
Get a backup?
voiceover, you know, where they have somebody else in the bird outfit.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's all the people that died.
Actually,
Oh,
I have
somebody else
one. On Wednesday, Coach Herman Boone passed away.
Who's that?
If you remember, Coach Herman Boone was played by Denzel Washington in the movie Remember the Titans.
Oh, I did see that. But yeah.
So, yeah, he led the football team to a perfect season that year in, was it 1971? In Alexandria, Virginia. If you remember, Alexandria, Virginia is the setting of The Walking Dead in the later issues and later seasons.
Right.
So, but yeah, so in the movie, it was depicted as being, it was when they were integrating the schools, and like desegregation and such, and they were portraying as being a very tense time in terms of race relations between, the black population, the white population, everything. Apparently in real life, it wasn't really that severe. But yeah, no, if you ever seen Remember the Titans, that's a really, really great movie. I enjoyed that movie a lot.
I did see it a long time ago.
It's on Disney Plus now. So, but yeah, so Coach Herman Boone passed away, but also his assistant coach, Coach Yost, I can't remember his first name. He passed away in May. I found out. So nice.
I have one death to report as well. Yesterday,
My nose.
Yesterday, all chances of a Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl died.
It's postmortem.
Postmortem. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, just entering the show, Jefferson.
That might have been a record.
Did he just?
Yeah, that was yeah.
That came from inside.
That did. It came from the soul, man.
Well, that was reach. It was the reach. I had the lungs stretched out, It was,
Use your diaphragm.
How you doing, Jefferson?
oh, I'm good. How is everybody out there? How are you guys?
Oh, doing good.
Yeah?
Hey, there's a tray of cookies over there. Help yourself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, April baked them.
I gotta get stoned first.
Yeah, waiting on Siggity.
Yeah.
Old Siggity coming through.
Yeah. Supposedly.
All right, we'll take a break when Siggity gets here.
Yeah.
Do you know where the Siggity came from?
Oh, this is a good story. Everybody out there in podcast land, this is a great story.
We were, I don't know, it might be one of those you had to be there stories, but basically we were over at Gurman's, and it was a great redneck scene because the kid was running around with a fucking hatchet, and Gurman was shooting the fucking stop sign. His old lady thinks Yosemite Sam is Siggity Sam.
Yeah.
So
Tiggity
told me that story, and then you shoot the stop sign with the thing.
and his brother Tiggity Tarnation. So for weeks after that, we were doing that. What was that? The song by Blackstreet? Oh, No Diggity. We were singing Yo Siggity.
Yo Siggity.
Yo Siggity.
Gotta pack it up.
Gotta pack it up. Yo Siggity.
You guys are losers.
Did you watch the trailers?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot to watch Tenet. I'd seen all the others.
Okay. Top Gun Levy. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm very excited for Top Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you like this trailer more than the first trailer?
I think I like the previous trailer more.
They could start every trailer with that bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be like,
No. Yeah. No, I am very excited for it. I didn't realize that Jennifer Connelly was in this. I don't think I saw her in the previous trailer.
neither did I.
Yeah. So
Keep talking, Levy.
Oh, I was going to ask you, how's the Ocarina music?
The Ocarina?
Ocarina, that's it.
I haven't actually.
You didn't go back in time yet?
What's that?
You didn't go back in time yet?
No, I didn't go back to play it. No, I do want to learn how to play it though, but I haven't actually picked it up yet. So I'll probably do that on my vacation.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot to mention everyone. I'm on vacation for 2 weeks, so I have plenty of time.
So party at Levy's.
No, I won't be home.
So party at Levy's.
Mike, excited for Top Gun?
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to talk about it so I could start playing. Did Jet really do that?
What?
That crazy ass fucking thing
brakes
that he
on?
did where it just went up?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, then it
straight
crashes
up, yeah.
right after that.
Oh no, actually,
Levy does it. Levy does it in video games all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
No, actually, jets with vector thrust can pull maneuvers like that.
The VTOL?
No, vectored thrust, where the exhaust can actually move.
Oh, move.
You can direct the thrust at different angles and stuff. Like the Su-29, or is it they make? I'm sorry, no. Yeah. I think it's the Su-29. It's a Soviet jet had vectored thrust. I'm not sure what other. The jet that Starscream was in the 2007 movie. Can't remember what it's called now. The one that had the triangular shaped wings.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a MiG?
No, that wasn't a MiG. It's an American jet.
Is it?
Yeah, the F-35 maybe.
Got me.
It's not the Phantom. That's an old jet. But anyway, but yeah, that had vector thrust. So
interesting.
Yeah. But the like the F-14 Tomcat does not have vector thrust.
You know what's interesting is that they said that Val Kilmer is going to be in this movie, and they haven't shown one frame of him at all. I wonder if he's going to be laying in bed dying or something like that, and they have to.
He looked like hell the last time I saw him.
Yeah, well, I think he lost a considerable amount of weight because he got really heavy.
Yeah, he did. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Well, didn't he have throat cancer or something?
Yeah. He had some sort of cancer or something.
Yeah, so I'm just wondering if the reason why they're not showing him is because it's not like he's going to become bouncing in like he was before, So, but yeah,
he's not going to be playing shirtless volleyball.
Right, exactly.
Maybe
it looks like they're going to be having some shirtless volleyball scene.
Speaking about shirtless volleyball, what did you guys think of Wonder Woman 1984?
I'd like to see her playing some shirtless volleyball.
She might be one of the best looking girls I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
Gal Gadot, yeah, she's gorgeous.
Oh, man, she's not like in the porn star way, more I don't know,
more like she can suck my dick anytime kind of way.
That's not even what I was thinking.
That's the porn sense way.
No, that's, she's just gorgeous.
That's sucking my dick while I'm filming it kind of way.
I mean, you actually bring her home and introduce her to your family.
Mike's talking about was the type of girl where you can just stare there and look at her.
Yeah,
and all different angles look good, and you're
absolutely.
Just don't get tired of looking at her.
Right. No. Thank you, Jed.
Yeah.
No, Gal Gadot, she's gorgeous.
It doesn't have to be performing sexual acts.
I would prefer she performing sexual acts. just saying.
She needs some boobies though. But outside of that,
I think her boobies are fine.
You like them small boobies.
I like boobies of any size, man.
I don't.
I like boobies of any size. Boobies of any size, they're all works of art. I like women of all shapes and sizes. They're all works
lowest
of
I
art.
could go is probably a C.
As long as they have a pleasing face.
A's are way out.
Oh, way out.
Way out.
A's are okay.
Maybe.
A's are okay. B's are okay.
Nah. Are you what was that saying? The French go, the perfect breast fits in a champagne glass.
No, I've seen champagne glasses. They're really long and thin.
Apparently, the French think that's the perfect breast.
Perfect breast fits in a mixer bowl.
The French are stupid.
I was going to say crock pot.
The French are stupid. I hope we don't have any listeners.
Great. Now we alienated Texas
or Canada,
France.
for that matter.
Texas, France, and Canada.
That's all right. We got majority of our listeners are from Australia anyway, so or New Zealand. No,
now we have none.
Shout out to Australia and New Zealand. Shout out to the 14-hour time difference.
Yay!
So anyway. Anything else to say about Wonder Woman 1984 besides Gal Gadot is awesome? And
there was a follow-up video coming up, the play next or whatever, that explains why that guy's still there. What's his face? The dude that was with her.
Yeah. Chris Pine.
Yeah.
I was going to say Steve Rogers. Steve Rogers.
I'm
enjoying all the 80s nostalgia stuff going on lately.
I love the music in the trailer. I thought that was great.
I think for me, for some reason, it feels like this is they're a little late coming to the party, with the whole 80s nostalgia thing. Mm-hmm. Stranger Things kind of started it, and then other other movies picked it up, and now this is kind of
American Horror Story. The last season was a 80s thing.
Yeah, we're kind of on the twilight of the whole 80s, retro,
Pretty soon we'll be moving to 90s.
Movies. Yeah, exactly.
We're heading into the...
Everybody's going to be dressing in flannel
2020.
again.
Yeah, we're heading into the 20s soon.
Barbara Walters announced the new year, 2020.
I'm Barbara Walters, and this is 2020. Pretty soon we're all going to be wearing flannel again, listening to Nirvana.
Yeah, man. Well, I think I'm growing my hair long.
Yeah.
It's going to be in again. You're going to be left behind.
I won't be listening to Nirvana, but
both be left behind.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a Nirvana fan.
All the man buns will be undone, and the hair will just flow.
You should have seen my coworker's face when I told him that I thought that Kurt Cobain sucks, Nirvana's trash, and grunge is awful.
How old is your
You
coworker?
mean that?
He almost popped a blood vessel in his forehead.
But do you really mean you?
Yeah, I can't stand grunge. I can't stand grunge.
So like,
I hate it.
You know, like Alice in Chains or Stone Temple Pilots,
Pearl Jam?
or
Not anymore. I used
Soundgarden?
to like Alice in Chains and everything. I don't really care for it anymore.
Soundgarden. None of that shit.
Is Soundgarden really grunge?
Yeah, Soundgarden is one of the.
Sure.
I was never a big Soundgarden fan. I like
of the
Black
Dog.
Hole Sun. I mean, that's a good song.
Temple of
It's
the Dog,
alright.
man. That was before Soundgarden.
I never listened to Temple of the Dog.
But you know what? I don't hate Nirvana, but I'm with you, dude. Like, I don't think much of the music. It's like it was different than hair metal, which is why it blew up. It was was alternative. It was exactly what it was supposed to be. But I don't know. You know, people will be like, "Oh, I don't like AC/DC because it's the same 4 fucking chords all the time," and then it's like, "I like Nirvana."
It's grunge wave. If the grunge wave came out like in today's, social media,
Yeah.
Nirvana would have came and went like a one-hit wonder, and they wouldn't have lasted as long as they did.
Why do you think that?
Because it was a new thing.
I don't disagree or agree either way. I just
Trends back in the 90s lasted longer than they do now.
Yeah.
They're in and out real quick. You know?
Well, you know,
it's the internet.
I should.
It's so much easier to get music out there. There's so much more. Trying to find a good band back then, you didn't have to dig through as much stuff. Now it's just overwhelmed with the amount of shit that's out there.
Right.
I should correct my statement. Actually, I do. I still like some Alice in Chains stuff. It's not bad, but as a
I
whole,
still love Facelift, man. What a great album that was.
as a whole, I don't care for grunge at all.
Yeah.
I just don't like Nirvana. I didn't think he was very talented at all.
Yeah, that's
I
that's
can hear our subscriber count dropping.
Well, I know Brother Kyle he left, so he's a big, huge Nirvana fan.
Is he really?
Yeah. Huh. I told him that they suck too, and he was all mad.
Yeah. No, I swear, my coworker was gonna fucking burst a blood vessel. Yeah. It was between that and when I told him that the X-Men animated series from 1992 was trash.
Oh, he's still on that kick.
I just did that to get him going.
There was this girl at work years ago I tried to pick up, and we were talking about music, and I told her that Nirvana was trash. She named her son after Kurt Cobain. That's how big of a fan she was.
Yeah.
His name's Kurt, of course.
I mean,
Curtis or whatever. But yeah, people are a little extreme when it comes to that band.
We named Chris's character in the Angel Down movie. His name is Burt Cocaine.
Bert. Yeah. How do we get on Nirvana again? 80s?
Oh yeah. And well, 90s is coming next.
Ghostbusters.
Oh no, wait. I want to go back to the Wonder Woman trailer though. I love how she was swinging on lightning bolts at the end of the trailer.
Yeah, I saw that.
How funny is that? Did you notice the armor she was wearing at the end though? Did you catch the reference to that?
I did. Do you know she's not going to have a sword though?
Yeah,
No sword.
that's the armor she was wearing in Kingdom Come during the final fight of the Gulag.
Mike doesn't know.
I know why she has small titties. No, I'm serious, because didn't you ever hear that? Amazon's chopped off their titties. Because if their titties were too big, it got in the way of them fucking swinging their weapons around.
I thought it was a bow, so they
Yeah.
pulled a bow back.
Or something like that, yeah. It was definitely weapon related.
You have a bow.
I do have a bow.
He also has no titties.
I also have no
those down.
titties. Yep. Nate's going to show me how to fucking fire that motherfucker next time he comes out. I got to get some arrows, though, dude. I'm going to be Hawkeye, bitch. Then the Mohawk is coming.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Ghostbusters. What do you guys think of the Ghostbusters trailer?
I was pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed that trailer.
Yeah, because you were all like, fuck it, let it lie where it is. Don't bring it back
I
up.
actually kind of like what they're doing with it, where it's like kind of like mysterious and
Yep.
you find out halfway through the trailer that the kid is related to Egon.
Yep.
We watched the trailer together, and we knew it was Egon's kid
Yeah.
or grandkid or whoever. Yeah, because the kid that they picked had he looked like him, man.
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. It gave me the feels when I was watching it.
Yeah.
Someone remixed the one part where they show Ecto-1, is driving through the field and around the corner and stuff, and they put the old school music to it, and that gives you even more feels, during that.
Was that Slimer that came out of the well?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hearing him go through the town street and you hear the siren,
Yeah, they put the music. Cool. They put the music to the behind that scene, and it's actually it's makes it even better.
Yeah, that was cool. I'm actually a lot more interested in it now than I was.
I like when Ant-Man was talking about Ant-Man. What's his name? Paul something? What was
Paul
his
Rudd?
name? Yeah. When he was talking.
I swear I thought you said Aunt May.
When he was talking about
Too much PS4 Spider-Man.
You remember the 80s and shit, and they actually showed some footage and shit like that on the TV. That was actually kind of cool. Yeah, this will be cool. I think it's gonna be a lot better received than.
Well, that whole quote from Bill Murray during the voiceover was it Ghostbusters, the first movie, right? Call it fate, call it karma, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What about Tenet?
What is that fucking noise? Is that you? Oh, you or the phone? Oh, it's the phone. I thought that was
Sprung
you.
a leak.
Yeah, it was like wheezing, watching the phone wheezing. He was wheezing.
Since Levy didn't watch it, what did you think of Tenet, Mike?
I didn't know what the hell I was.
It's weird.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. When this guy wakes up and he's like, "Welcome to the afterlife." What did he fake his death, or is there something even weirder going on?
I think it's weird because it's like time's moving in reverse.
Yeah.
It's like he like they were showing scenes and then it didn't happen yet.
Yeah,
but it was in the past. It was like a weird Memento type of that reversal thing.
It's definitely like there's certain movies when I see the trailer, I'm like, all right, so the first thing I need to do before I go to see this is pop off a dev. And like for real, especially a movie like that. Like, if it's gonna be a mind fuck, I really want it to be a mind fuck.
This is Christopher Nolan, right?
Yeah.
Now his brother, I think it was his brother, wrote Memento.
I thought he wrote Memento. I know he directed it.
No, was it? Did he direct it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just one of his first movies.
I know. I think his brother and his wife wrote Memento, and they worked on Westworld together. But and I thought it was his brother that wrote Memento, but maybe he did. I don't know.
I know he directed it. I don't know if he wrote it or not. It's been a while.
Okay.
That was before the first Batman
that his
movie.
brother directed it, or
he directed
Chris
it.
Nolan
Christopher Nolan directed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The black dude, what did I see him in before?
I don't know. He was new to me.
Was he?
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him
Kind of sort of
before.
looked familiar, but I couldn't place the face totally.
They said his name, but I didn't recognize his name from anything either. So unless I saw some like real deep drama movie or something like that I just can't place him. So and that was it for the trailers. I did watch that movie Midsommar.
Midsummer.
SOMMAR.
Yeah.
That was the one with where they were going. They had to go into Norway or
The one
whatever.
like Wicker Man.
Like Wicker, that was like a cult thing.
Oh yeah.
The chick that's in Black Widow was like the star of
Florence
this and
Pugh.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Florence Pugh, right?
Florence Pugh. Yeah, she was also in Fighting for My Family,
Yes.
which is also a good movie.
It was definitely a Wicker Man bite, but it wasn't like one of those. It's one of those movies where you watch, you know what's going to happen, you know what's coming, right? But it's like one of those slow, like horror, like artsy
Slow burn
type of, creep up kind of movies instead of like the gonna get you, shock scare type of thing.
Yeah.
So, but you know
More about atmosphere.
Yeah. and you're like, you know what's gonna happen. You just and you know exactly what's gonna happen. It's just they make it like really creepy and weird. And the dude that was from the one Transformers movie, the one with the statutory rape card that he had, that dude, he's in that movie too. And I don't know if you guys have been watching C or not. That's the one with the kids I could see.
Aquaman.
So can these kids see? Nah.
He's gonna do
All right.
it every time.
Because it's fucking hilarious.
I was telling my one friend about how you responded to that. We were laughing about that. Nope, you got no kids to see here. How can you tell?
Oh, it's so funny.
One thing I didn't realize from that series, the guy that was the Witchfinder was the same actor that played the ice truck killer in Dexter.
Oh, Dexter.
Yeah. But anyway, the one kid that can see in that series was in the movie too. But it's just like one of those really creepy, messed up shit going down during the whole movie type of thing. But it's really art house, horror.
Yeah. Those can be cool sometimes if they're done the right way.
There's a guy in a bear suit. So
really?
Yeah, there definitely is like a Wicker Man,
He doesn't punch any women out.
Nope, not at all.
Oh my God. He knocks that bitch out. Dressed it as a bear suit. Bah!
But you were saying about how do a dev before you watch some of these movies. Like some of these guys, like they're
you should do a dev and watch Wicker Man.
They're like throughout the whole celebration. throughout the whole celebration and stuff like that, they're giving like these drinks or these things to eat, and they're like hallucinating like almost the whole time that they're there. So the one was really weird was they were sitting at the table and there's like the chair and had all these flowers and stuff on the chair, and the flowers were like opening up and like closing and stuff like that, like, you know, like they were breathing and stuff. Some really fucking weird shit like that.
I heard that there were faces hidden in the background in different scenes in that movie.
There is a building that they all sleep in, and there's these beds all the way around, and they have these murals up throughout all the walls, and there's just some really weird shit that's on there. And the interesting part is that they have like this mural that starts out the movie, and it explains kind of exactly what that's going to happen in the movie, but you don't know and you don't remember it until the movie's over, and you go back and watch the very beginning, and you're like, oh, it's basically laid out the whole fucking movie for you. It's one of those movies where you watch it just to say, you kind of watch it, and either you're going to really like it or you're going to hate it. And like I said, it has a good art direction. So
I watched, so The Thing was on the other day.
Yeah.
But 2011 Thing was on. And it was crazy, man. I was really paying attention to like all the effects and stuff. Yeah. 'Cause I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen that thing until then. That was the first time I saw it. The second thing that is also
That
named
thing until then.
the second thing that's...
When? Just now.
Yeah.
Who's on first?
Who's on first? Yeah, right. Yeah, it was all right. You know, it was like it followed the same. It was like the same plot basically.
I did like the one aspect about how they were like checking fillings.
Yeah,
that was kind of a cool idea.
You see it?
No.
Do you see it now?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, in the trees. That's cool.
Some Lord of the Rings shit right there. Who the hell? Oh yeah, what's his face? The speaking of fantasy stuff, Game of Thrones. The wildling guy was in that movie. The Thing, the second Thing.
Which guy was in it?
The milk titty, the titty milk. Yeah, him. Is that his name?
Tormund Giantsbane. Big
red hair guy.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was in. You didn't have the beard.
Yeah,
though.
he did. Yeah,
oh,
he
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was contractually obligated to keep that beard.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember him in that. I'll have to.
Yeah, no, he was in it.
But then again, I really did block out a lot of that movie. So
I mean, it wasn't horrible, but
it wasn't bad. But it was just like one of those, you know, like
just a victim of corporate interference.
Like you said, it's kind of like a remake of the.
Yeah,
and the original was so much better. So, do you want to keep going on the news, or you want to take a break?
Nah, we'll wait until Sherman gets here.
Oh, I thought he was here. Okay,
nah, that was DJ Sherman. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So when he and his girl split up, and he has to avoid child support, he's gonna move to Utah. But he says he still wants to come back here to play summer softball. So when he comes back, he's gonna come back as Leaf Sherman, and he's gonna do everything the opposite of what Keith Gurman would do.
So he's gonna be a liberal.
He's gonna be a liberal that shows up on time and listens to the third base coach.
He's going to Utah. Is he gonna be a Mormon?
Well, I don't know what his plans are while he's out there, but
he's gonna be a liberal complaining about the right.
The right.
Did you watch all Watchmen?
I did.
How'd you feel about the ending?
I thought it was fantastic.
Yep. It went so quick. I felt like there should have been an extra episode. But
apparently there is currently no plans for season 2. Lindelof wanted to make a complete like a self-contained story.
Did you read the article about why they didn't include like the whole Night Owl thing? Why they didn't have his character?
No, I didn't.
He was saying, I can't remember if it was Damon Lindelof or the other guy that helped produce that show. Or was it just Damon Lindelof that did that?
I don't know.
He was saying they were trying to do a balance between the old and new characters, and they thought that was maybe one too many, so they kind of left him out.
Yeah. Well, they said, I guess like it was implied that he was in federal prison.
Did you realize one thing? I had to read this in one of the wikis or whatever, but do you remember the guy that was like running away and had like the
lube man?
The lube man, he lubed himself up and he slid into the sewer. Yeah. That was the FBI agent that was with her. What's his name? Kennedy or whatever?
Oh, okay.
The real skinny dude?
Yeah.
That was him.
Wait,
I didn't put two and two together.
Wait.
There was a guy called Lube Man. He's like wearing this whole like.
Well, he wasn't called Lube Man, but that's what people call him.
That's what they call him.
What show is it?
Watchmen.
Oh, this isn't okay.
So he had like this belt on like holsters, and he had these two things of like, you know how you squirt like ketchup and mustard?
Yeah.
It was just full of fucking oil. And he like squirted himself all full of like this oil, and he was running away from somebody, and he just laid down flat on the ground and slid right into a sewer.
Yeah. But it was funny. He squirted it while he was running.
Yeah.
So like he was dressed in this like silver suit, and he was like at this.
You ever see like the Eagles Green Man?
Yeah.
Like that, but it was silver.
Is it a goof? Like,
No, he was like the one character went to go back and investigate a crime scene or something like that, and she caught him there.
Yeah.
And she yelled at him and said, "Hey, freeze!" And he goes running. So she goes running after him. And as he's running, he pulls out these holsters, these canisters of oil, and just squirts himself all over as he's running. And then he sees the sewer grate, and he luges right into the freaking sewer grate. And people started calling him Loop Man.
That just seems like
And I thought it was really strange because he never showed up again. Nothing came of it, and I never put two and two together like you didn't. It was the agent that came down with Lori Blake.
There was like
That's amazing.
little side things on like the internet, like internet side stuff they had. They like wanted posters of him and stuff, and then they said that at the end they figured out it was the
how much
guy.
planning do you have to do before a mission to come up with that as one of the possible outcomes? Like, well,
There are the last sewer grates around, so.
Lube Man.
No, I thought it was really good. I thought it was really well done. So.
I really like Looking Glass. I thought he was a great character.
Yep, I agree.
I thought Jeremy Irons killed it as Ozymandias.
I agree.
I love the little plot twists, like when he made the sign out of the bodies, and he just it said "Help me, D."
Spoilers.
And spoilers. Spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Skip ahead. But yeah, it says "Help me, D," and you think it says Dr. Manhattan, but it doesn't. It says "Help me, daughter."
Yep.
Just the way all the timelines were actually all over the place.
Yep. The thing that got me was that
and coming from HBO, you think I would have expected that after watching Westworld and all that shit.
I really didn't have high expectations for the show at all, but it was probably my favorite TV series I've been watching lately.
Yeah.
But the thing that not the daughter reveal or anything like that, but the actual thing where he was the statue.
Yeah.
It was what got me. I was like, oh man, he was the statue this whole time. I didn't even realize that.
Yep.
So
my favorite episode had to be the one where she was reliving her grandfather's memories.
yes,
That was
episode
a fantastic
6.
episode.
Yeah, I agree. Just the effects and everything was probably the best.
And just revealing who Hooded Justice really was and his motivations of why he did what he did.
Yep.
And actually the parallels to Superman. And everything was really, really awesome. So
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Oh, speaking of Superman, did you watch the trailer for Red Sun?
I did. Yep.
What'd you think?
Looks interesting.
Yeah.
I don't remember the source material that well to actually remember if it matches up, but it seems like it does. So no, that looks cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I love when they do Superman-centric films. So
They just released the combo of Life and Death of Superman. The two shows.
Yeah,
2 movies
I like
together.
those
Were good too.
they were good adaptations of the original story. So
On with the news. Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, a 27-disc 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray box set will be coming next year in March 2020, and the price point will be around $300 or so. It was leaked in Canada.
how many discs?
27.
27.
I wonder if they're going to include the unaltered original trilogy.
No.
I think there's 27 discs there.
I don't see that happening.
That's what I was trying. I was doing the math in my head. Like, what the hell's all going to be included in that?
9 movies,
Right?
all the bonus features with them. So
What, on separate discs?
yeah, it's
Each movie will probably have its own disc.
Right.
at least
So
it's
that's
4K.
That's 18. So
then,
now you got 9 more discs.
Right. Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't include the unaltered trilogy.
I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see.
Disney has the rights to it again.
Yeah, but then they'd have to clean it up and do restoration and stuff, and they haven't. So the only time they've done restoration on things has been the special editions, and they had to do that just to get the special editions out. So,
Well, no, not necessarily. Well, I mean, they did release them on was it on DVD?
no,
Right? Yeah, the original unaltered trilogy was on DVD.
they were not.
Are you sure? I'm pretty
Yes.
sure that the unaltered.
No, they were not. The last time the original unaltered stuff was released was the THX VHS tapes or the laser discs.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can prove me wrong, but I'm pretty sure they especially not in HD at all. So that's why there's all these fan edits going around that are taking 35 millimeter reels and they're photo scanning them and putting them out in 4K. Wow, something smells like onions. Woo, garlic. Terminator Dark Fate will arrive on digital HD on January 14th, followed by its 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and DVD launch 2 weeks later on January 28th, 2020. This is a good one. Levy, I don't know if you had this one in Strange News or not. The fictional nation of Wakanda from Black Panther has been listed by a trade partner by the U.S. government.
Yeah.
On one of the tariff sites, one of the drop-down lists of countries you could pick was Wakanda.
Yeah, that's great.
The quote from the government said, the staff were using test files and ensured that the system is running properly. The Wakanda information should have been removed after testing has now been taken down. Fan favorite Mr. Nancy, Orlando Jones, was fired from American Gods Season 3 for sending the wrong message for African-American viewers. Apparently, according to him, according to Orlando Jones, angry black men is the wrong message to send.
Wait, he was fired?
Yeah, he was fired.
Wait.
But they're the ones that wrote him.
No, he wrote some of that. He did a lot of writing himself. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Man, everybody's so touchy.
Yeah.
I didn't think nothing of it.
Well, there's a new showrunners on that show and everything, so I don't know where that show's going. It turned into a mess. So
It makes perfect sense, though, for a god who is losing power, who is worshipped by African slaves to be personified by an angry black man. It makes perfect sense.
I agree. Apparently, the showrunners do not. So
there's more of that political correctness rearing its ugly head, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He had this whole Twitter video of him explaining it, and he was really upset about it. So
yeah, well, I would be too.
Yeah,
I am. I think that's a really shitty reason to fire somebody over this, because you're trying to tell a story, okay, and it doesn't have to land with everybody. I guess it wasn't offensive.
I guess they figured that it's promoting anger and violence, maybe, and that's what it shouldn't be.
Well, they could write it so that to in such a way to show that that's not the solution to go with, to show the folly of that way of thinking.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean that, if you're trying to I don't want to use the word dissuade, but if you're trying to not glorify that way of thinking, that doesn't mean you don't show it and don't portray it. Portray it, but show the folly and error in that way of thinking and behaving in that way. Show the reasons why you shouldn't do it, but by all means portray it, because it is a truth.
Sure, I agree, 100%. Some corporate people are probably trying to play it safe, and
well,
that's it for the news.
All right,
Levy, do you have any weird news?
I have a lot of weird news.
Oh, a lot.
All right,
weird news.
Levy. It's not just space where they can't hear you scream. So this comes from IFLscience.com. Woman who was conscious during operation says nobody could hear her scream.
You may heard her. They were just ignoring her.
No. Yeah, so this happened in the UK. A hospital in the UK has admitted liability after a woman claims she was left with post-traumatic stress disorder after remaining conscious during an operation.
Yes. This has happened a few times before.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Where the whole anesthetic and stuff, you're actually aware, and you can and you can see the people they're cutting into you and doing shit.
As long as I don't feel it.
Fuck that.
No, I don't want to see it either.
I watched a documentary on a guy who was in Antarctica and he had appendicitis. He was the doctor.
No.
He had to take his big
Wow.
She described that a laparoscope was placed inside and she was in agony, and then the final straw was when her abdomen was filled with gas. So,
if somebody pokes a needle in my arm, I have to turn my. I don't even want to look at that.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nope.
She has trouble sleeping now. Just trying to go to sleep is because she's just afraid that she's going to be operated on while she's asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I remember when I broke my thumb and the doctor was just watching him move the joystick.
Nope.
All right, so this next one is called Beast Wars.
Beast War.
Another one from IFL Science. There is a new species of spider with flesh-eating venom found in Mexico.
Sweet.
What?
Nope.
Yeah, the venom will actually necrotize flesh.
Awesome.
Build the wall. The spiders won't get over that.
Now, actually, they're actually from the same family as the brown recluse spider, which is native to this area.
Yeah.
And in actuality, the brown recluse spider, people can have a terrible allergic reaction in which it necrotizes their flesh, where it basically kills your flesh and just eats it away. You don't want to do that because then all the other bugs will come back.
That's fine.
Is that my soda?
No, it's not.
Diet Pepsi Welch.
Oh, okay. Could you grab my Diet Coke out of the fridge, please? Oh, thanks, dude.
Hey, when you come back in, there's space right there.
Diet soda cigarettes.
Oh, thanks, man.
Just give it to me. Thanks. That was way more complicated than it needed to be.
So so this spider, when it bites you, it necrotizes your flesh and starts eating away at you.
Great.
So that's not the last spider story in this week. This one I call They Fly. Flying spiders found and they can steer in midair.
Awesome.
Stop it.
Now they don't have wings.
Where are these fucking assholes?
Everywhere. All spiders can fly.
Let's see.
They make little
They
parachutes.
fly on their webs, yeah.
Yeah.
That I knew, yeah. But these actually fly on their own.
Well, they make like little parasails.
They are from Australia. They don't have wings, but what they do is they drop down from trees, and as they're free falling, they can guide themselves with their legs.
Yeah.
And so they essentially glide, and they can change direction and stuff in air.
Kind of like how ticks drop on you in the woods.
Yeah.
So just and they're also it's because of the shape of their bodies. They call these spiders flatties because they're very flat.
You'd have to be crazy to want to live in Australia, because I feel like every time I hear about something from Australia, it's gonna kill you.
Now those are in
Everything
those
kills
live
you in
Oh
Australia.
my god, you see
Flatties
those
live in the
fucking
American
kangaroos are like
tropics.
fucking werewolves, dude. Fuck that.
What's that?
Kangaroos.
No, they eat grass.
They fucking
They're all jacked.
claws and shit.
Now these flatties live. Some of them live in the American tropics. So, but they'll drop down from trees, and again they'll glide down and change direction with their legs and stuff. So just keep you thinking about that. Next time you see some spiders.
Gary was in Australia for a while. You saw some weird shit.
I'm sure he did.
This next story is called Free Willy, and this is also from IFL Science. And this is about a bunch of penis fish that washed up on a California beach, and people are big fans.
I saw this.
I love the penis fish.
The penis fish.
Wait.
Yeah.
It's shaped like a penis. The fish is called Eurechus caupo, better known by its more phallic name for fairly obvious reasons. Also known as the fat innkeeper worm. These guys keep getting dragged by scientists. These worms can live under the sand for up to 25 years, minding their own business and feeding on plankton, bacteria, and other small particles that fall into their mucus traps. However, these 10-inchers, they can even grow to around 30 centimeters in length, appear to have been disturbed, picked up from their quiet life, and strewn across the beach for as far as the eye can see. And never unsee, thanks to the horrendous photographs snapped by local resident David Ford. So, yeah.
All the whores are heading down to the beach.
So that's that. Penis fish all over the place.
Nice.
So next one is love him enough to keep his corpse in your freezer. This is from Yahoo News. Body discovered in freezer after 10 years with notarized letter. She just stamped it and signed it.
I read this one too.
Apparently a woman had passed. Police were called to do a wellness check on a woman. They found that she had passed away, had been dead for like several days or whatever. When they searched her apartment, they found her husband in a freezer who had been dead for 10 years. And he had a notarized letter saying that my wife did not kill me.
So she knew before he went that she was going to keep him. That they were.
The reason they did this was that she could keep collecting his Social Security benefits.
Oh.
And
Well, that's illegal. That would be illegal anyway.
It is illegal. But she's dead now, so what are they going to do? But the thing is, it was notarized. So someone stamped this letter.
The notary.
Yeah. So apparently the notary didn't even bother reading it. She just stamped it, signed it, and sent them on their way.
That's crazy.
So she gets his corpse in there with a letter saying that she didn't kill me. But they believe she received at least $177,000 in government payouts since he died.
Well, it's not like you could have him stuffed.
She should have.
So
be like another Weekend at Bernie's thing.
More spider news.
Yeah.
From yet again, IFL Science.
I love spider news.
Incredible fossil of ancient spider turns out to be crayfish. Someone had painted legs on it.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Incredible fossil of ancient spider turns out to be a crayfish someone had painted legs on. See, this is the fossil. And
That's pretty nice work, man.
yeah, well, it fooled a lot of people because it got sold to a museum. And then some expert started looking closer at it and realized that this is a crawfish fossil. Somebody just painted those legs on. But yeah, the fossil was found in small in a rural area in China. I guess it's called the Yishan Formation, and it's a geological formation that spans 11 million years. During the early Cretaceous, formed some 125 to 121 million years ago. It was found by locals from that area. They sold the fossil to the Dalian Natural History Museum, where researchers described the new species in a paper and described a relatively pearl-shaped creature with slim and curved fangs, slender legs covered in fine and smooth short hairs. And the team concluded that was a new member of a Mongolarachne genus, an extinct genus of giant spiders that included M. jurassica, the largest fossilized spider ever found, and dubbed it Mongolarachne cayanagensis. However, Dr. Paul Sheldon, a distinguished professor in the Department of Geology at the University of Kansas who specializes in ancient spider fossils, took a look at it, and upon seeing it, he immediately had his suspicions. So apparently crawfish fossils were very common in that area, and so when he took a closer look at it, he realized, I guess he did some sort of analysis on the fossil itself and discovered oil paint.
Nice.
Oil-based paints.
When I see Dr. Paul Sheldon, I think of quiet.
So,
this is no longer a spider, but a crayfish.
So yeah, they somebody forged a fossil to make it look like a spider.
Awesome. How big is the largest known spider in Jurassic times?
Spiders in Iraq that are fucking.
Nah, see, I read something on that. What was that sand spider? What the fuck was it called? That's a perspective. That's like a forced perspective thing that you saw that giant ass spider on there, man. That one that looks like it's the size of a fucking shoe.
I saw one where it was eating a bird.
Yeah.
But the bird was this big.
Yeah.
So but it looked like a giant spider. So that was another Australian one. I'm just thinking back in Jurassic times or whatever. How big was the biggest arachnid,
Oh, I'm sure.
The biggest one right now is a Goliath bird eater tarantula.
I mean, back in dinosaur times, or Paleozoic, Mesozoic, whatever, different age. Any more weird news there, Levy?
Nope, that is it.
What's up next? Toy news.
Toy news.
So SGC in China. You're coming in off the break, and I'm just coughing.
Sciences.
Yeah, sinuses. So there was a lot of familiar companies, but there was a few new companies, and just because this was the first folder, it ends up in a new company, and that company is called Cyber Factory, and they're putting out.
Is that Cyber Factory? It looks like that lemon tree or lemon peel.
That's something else. I have that in here.
It looks the same though.
The reason it looks to me, I think that Lemon Factory shit is legend size. And we'll take a look at that in a little bit, but I was looking closer at this.
But
and shit like that are definitely masterpiece sized hands. Mm-hmm.
But if you let me pull it up on my phone because I just looked that up yesterday.
And is that supposed to be Blitzwing?
No. surprise. It's Starscream.
Hot eyes, motherfucker.
Yeah. Jet flies, motherfucker.
It looks pretty much like Blitzwing from the Bumblebee movie.
Are you looking for the other one, Jed?
Keep that picture up, yeah.
The lemon tree one, I got it right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Because it has the same,
this back to
so
size first.
What continuity is that supposed to be for? Is it
That's Bumblebee, man. Is it not, Jed? That has Bumblebee all over it, right?
See, look.
Yeah, there's...
Oh, you got it up. Okay, you got it
up. Oh, you know what? It doesn't have legend size hands. That has...
Because they're Prime. Isn't the Prime that they're coming out with... was it the LT01?
Oh, no, that's definitely different. The more I look at it. Look at the knees.
Yeah.
And the chest piece is a little different.
Looks very similar, though.
But it does. Well, yeah.
I guess they're based off the movie concept, right?
And the wings. These look like one-piece wings, more like the original Seeker wings, and those are those got two. They're
on the lemon tree, they have what is that? Like a circle there next to on the wing.
On the wing, where, it looks like where you put the null ray.
Yeah.
If that's what he has.
Yeah. So you said that's supposed to be a legend, the lemon tree?
Lemon tree. I think it said it was 15 centimeters, 14 centimeters, something like that, which will put it around like what, 6-7 inches, right?
Something like that, yeah.
I'm so prepared. 15 centimeters.
2.54 centimeters per inch.
Also 5.5. Yeah, that'd be like a legend size, the lemon tree one.
Okay.
This one, it's hard to judge what size that one is. Like it looks like the hands look like MP scale hands, but you know what I mean? There's really nothing in there to judge that size. Except for the card. We don't know how big that is.
Well, if it's the standard cards, right?
Yeah.
That's probably about like what, 2 inches high or so.
So then that
like a typical.
Yeah. Like typical business card size is 2 by 3.5.
So that would be like what, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, MP size.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 8 maybe. I mean, I'm just guessing.
Okay.
With perspective, but yeah. So that's the Starscream from the Bumblebee movie.
So let's start over. So we're talking about Lemon Tree. Who is this again?
This is Cyber Factory.
Cyber Factory. Okay. Interesting. And this is the first.
Yeah. This is their first figure.
Interesting. Very interesting.
And that's Blitzwing.
That's
Thundercracker.
Let's pull up
Thundercracker, right?
Let's pull up a picture of Bumblebee Blitzwing. Let's take it, because he's right. It does, man. When I first saw it,
Well, they're saying that's Starscream?
No, it's Sideswipe.
That's Blitzwing. Look at how I spelled Bumblebee. Bumblebee. He's even that's in the same pose and everything. Let me see that. We'll get there eventually. Like that.
Jetfire. Yeah.
So they're definitely from the same. It's almost like, yeah, man.
So
it's pretty damn close.
Now listen.
Yeah.
I'm not being stupid or anything, but is that not Blitzwing on the right?
Yeah, it's Blitzwing on the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is it going to be Blitzwing on the left? Or
no, he's definitely Starscream. Because he's called, what's his name? His name is like Star or Solar Scream or Star. What is it? Star Storm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So is that supposed to be from the Bumblebee movie, or?
It has the aesthetics of the Bumblebee Seekers, although I don't know if it has the Cybertron look. Like it's almost like that's an Earth Earth look.
Yeah, but
it looked just like
the thing has the big Seeker
right
things on the sides of the head, but doesn't have it really on.
What are those on the jet? Like those air intakes?
For which one?
Or vents or whatever that are coming up on the shoulders that are part of the front.
Know what they are, but on the G1 Seekers they were.
What's that? No, I'm saying what is that part on the jet? That's like the vents in the front. Is that like an air intake type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's air intake for the jet engines.
Let's see any other image. Oh, that's a little.
Oh, that's right. That Starscream was in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
You know what? That's what he looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought maybe he might look a little bit different because they were still on Cybertron, and this is more of the. Yeah. It looks more like the Blitzwing jet, but
yeah,
cool.
You know what? That honestly, that's a little subtle G1 shout out too. Over top of it just looking more like Starscream than the base Starscream is because like in the cartoon, remember when they showed the Seekers? Well, all the robot modes were the robot modes that we know, but they all turned into these weird ass vehicles that didn't match the G1 robots.
Yeah, right.
Like Jazz looked like a Porsche when he was in robot mode, but turned into some other shit. You know what I mean? So like even in that movie, they did Earth robot mode.
Oh, I see what you're saying, right? And then they turned into a Tetrajet.
They turned into the Tetrajets,
right?
And, yeah.
Is that supposed to transform or no?
I can't confirm or deny that because they only had 2 pictures and it was both in robot mode, and it looks like it has enough seams and weird shit going on that it would, but I can't really confirm or deny.
That does seem to be a growing trend, though, of
non-transforming.
There's definitely making Transformers that don't transform.
There's definitely a market for it because some people
clearly
see. Don't be spreading rumors like that. Combiners only.
Action Master
combiners.
Yeah.
Dude, one day, you know what? 2 things.
Weren't the Pretenders? They didn't transform either, right?
They did.
Did they?
Yeah,
the shells did.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there was
some of them. The shells
some
did.
of the shells did. Yeah.
So, but there weren't any where they didn't transform after they came out of the shell.
Yeah, they did.
No, he was asking. That was the
they
question.
did not transform. Were there any Pretenders that did not transform when they came out of the shell?
No.
Okay.
No.
You can call what they did transforming.
Yeah.
They kind of just folded the legs up and it was like, there you go.
So like a jump starter
bent in half.
Do you remember
just without the automation?
Do you remember Eric
Twin
Brennan's
Twists
Galvatron transformation?
What's that?
Eric Brennan's Galvatron transformation.
No.
You're gonna lie. He had to tell you this.
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
he said when they were kids, him and his boys, they were all Transformers fans, and they all had a character, and his was Galvatron. You do remember that part, right?
I guess, yeah.
He said they all actually had like real life transformations, and I was like, but then he didn't elaborate, and I was dying, and I'm like, I was like, let me see your Galvatron transformation. So he said he'd be standing there, and he would flop down on his back, and he would go like this.
I remember that now. Yeah.
So that's basically what all the Pretenders did. So Eric Brennan was the first. He was like the prototype Pretender back in the day. Wait till I tell him. He's going to be psyched.
Oh my god,
he's going to be psyched that he's a part of Transformers history. That's basically what all the Pretenders did. They just kind of like folded over and he stuck a gun like in the hole in the back of their head.
Yeah, it wasn't Transformers' proudest era.
I like that bludgeon though, that DNA design did, because they took the shell and the robot and kind of like put it in one thing, which I thought was awesome. What were we talking about? What did Pretender? Oh, about
if it transforms.
Non-transforming.
Yeah, there's definitely a market for all that shit, because dude, there's a lot of people. I'm surprised, man. Like sometimes people are just like, dude, I just want to put it on the shelf. I don't even transform and shit. Or if it comes in robot mode, they never flip it back and forth.
The 3A Prime I was going to buy, or 3.0, whatever the company's called now. But yeah, because it has more articulation, more detail, better paint. You don't have to worry about all that shit scratching. You can pose the hell out of it.
But it doesn't transform.
It's okay.
You know what's really funny though is like a lot of my Transformers I haven't transformed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
But
or I'll do
if
it
they
once.
Couldn't transform,
you wouldn't want them.
It would bother the shit out of me.
Why did you buy that Prime? You bought that Prime though
because it's not my primary
I see what you're saying.
Optimus Prime.
Kind of like how my giant Action Master Devastator wouldn't really be my Constructicons. My Constructicons are the Toy World Constructicons.
Right, but
which can turn into Devastator if I really wanted
to.
No,
but the thing is that
spend 2 hours of my life putting that together.
But that would end up being your primary Devastator, right? You would display him as your Devastator in your Masterpiece Collection.
I would display him on my shelf just like you display that Optimus Prime.
Yeah, but he's not my Masterpiece Prime.
He's not my Masterpiece Constructicon.
But he's gonna be. but he would be with your Masterpiece Transformers, right?
He would be.
Or would you have an assembled constructor in your Masterpiece Collection?
No, I would have.
You would have them in their robot modes,
and then I would have an Action Master Devastator.
Yeah, see, so he's your primary Devastator.
No, my primary Devastator is
those are your primary Constructicons.
No, they turn into Devastator.
No,
have you ever seen the Constructicons and Devastator in the same place at the same time? No, you have not. Checkmate, Levi.
No, there's no checkmate there. Checkmate. If they're part of your Masterpiece Collection like that, and you don't have it.
No, what the hell is the difference if it's sitting on the shelf down there with all the rest of my collection, just like your Prime is sitting on the rest of the shelf with all the rest of your collection?
Because I have a Masterpiece Optimus Prime.
I have a Masterpiece Devastator.
No, you don't. You have Masterpiece. You have Masterpiece
Constructicons.
But you don't
into Devastator.
I get that, but your display Devastator is an Action Master.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's your primary Devastator.
No, my primary Devastator would be
that's your primary Constructicons. That's your primary Scrapper, Mixmaster, Long Haul.
Jed, where are you at on this one? You could be on his side if you want to be on his side.
Let me move the conversation in a parallel motion.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you buy a Voltron that doesn't separate into individual lines?
Okay, so there's a gray area. So Voltron is really super fucking easy to flip back and forth between lines and the robot, right?
Sure.
So I'm looking at investing like 5 minutes. Like if I wanted to take those down, it would take me 5 minutes to put that together, if that. So A, it's not taking the time, and B, there's not as much crazy ass engineering that's going to go into that. So you can probably still have, now that's not a good example because he doesn't have the greatest articulation in robot mode, but more often than not, if there's less engineering and less bullshit going on worrying about the transformation, then it's way better articulation.
But would you buy an Action Master Voltron that doesn't separate into individual lines because it has more articulation?
Because it has more, I think Voltron is a bad example because I think that in my mind at some point somebody's going to come out with one that comes apart that's still just as articulated.
No, I'm just trying to say, like, so we were talking about Action Master combiners.
Yeah.
So that they're more posable and stuff like that. Would you buy an Action Master of like Voltron because it'd be more posable and detailed and stuff?
Voltron has less of a chance of falling apart.
I'm just asking, would you buy one that doesn't come apart so it had more articulation?
I know you think I'm probably being a pain in the ass, but I can't answer that the same way as a Transformer combiner.
Okay.
Because the Transformer combiner to me is more complicated.
Let's say it's the vehicle Voltron.
Vehicle Voltron?
Yeah.
Nah, still.
No?
That motherfucker just, you know what I mean, would probably just slip. That would probably easier than that, man. That's just it's like Legos. You just pile them on top of each other. You do, like, you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're saying. It's more complexity. Complexity.
But also, like, let's take the Bruticus, right? He's fairly sturdy, but he's not as sturdy as the Constructor. So just by fucking around with it, then I'm piecing Brawl back together, and sometimes the Neon Swindle tends to slip out, and all that stuff. Like, that kind of problem is not really present with a Voltron because the Voltron's less engineer. You know what I mean? That's like the other factor. It's not that, it's the time and it's the articulation, obviously, but it's that it just won't fall the fuck apart if I'm messing around with it.
Right. Got it.
That's why I would be in on the Action Master combiners, Transformer combiners, but with Voltron, he's a little less complicated.
Primary devastator.
Yeah, see, if you're out there, we would love to hear opinions whose side you're on. And listen, y'all could be on Levy's side. That's fine.
Well, I mean, look at you guys.
Can I answer your question about Voltron first?
You guys buy a bunch of different sets of the same exact characters. You're buying 2-3 different sets of Stunticons or, whatever. So you have your bot mode and then you have your combined mode, right? Because one looks better than the other, right?
Well, I don't usually do that. I'm doing that with Menasor, but because I always buy Stunticons.
But once you put him together in the Menasor, you're probably not going to ever take him apart again.
Maybe not.
Probably, I said. Most likely. All I know is that I transformed fucking Megatron, MP36 or whatever, and I'll never fucking do it again.
I never transformed
I did it once. Twice, actually. Put him back in the bot mode. Never again. I can see, like, there's a reason why, like, someone would not want to combine, a combiner again. You guys probably have Constructor in Devastator mode for years now, I bet.
Yeah.
When was the last time you took them apart and put them into Construct?
When I moved.
Yeah. Well, when was that?
3 years ago.
Okay. So for a few years. Okay. So what's wrong with having an Action Master, combiner like Devastator as your primary display piece if you're never going to pull them apart again?
It doesn't sit well with me. And to answer your Voltron question,
sure.
I would buy, if I were inclined to buy Voltron stuff, I would buy a Voltron that does not separate, but it would not be my primary representation of Voltron. That would be something for me to fiddle around with and mess around with.
So something that's small, like a smaller scale.
Yeah, to pose, take pictures of, and stuff like that. But my primary representation of Voltron would be one that can separate into the constituent lines.
His rules are just as fucked as mine.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
So kind of like how you bought the Amazing Yamaguchi Prime.
Yeah.
Because you want him to be posed and stuff like that. But he's smaller and not your main representation.
He's not a masterpiece. Yeah. He's not meant to go with my masterpiece display.
What if he was the same size as that MP? It doesn't make a difference, right?
I probably wouldn't have gotten it because it probably would have been more of the money than I wanted to spend on it.
What would you do if like Takara came out?
Take price out of the equation. Take price out of the equation.
What would you? Let me ask you guys this question: What if Takara came out or Hasbro came out with an MP size scaled version? It looks identical to the MP that does transform, but it has more posability, more articulation.
But it doesn't transform.
But it looks exactly the same.
The new Prime you're talking?
Yeah. Let's say
Nah, I'm out on that.
You're out on that?
I'm out on that.
Even if it has more articulation, but looks just like the MP Prime?
This kind of works with my argument a little bit, is because I wouldn't be getting it because I have a Prime that transforms.
Right.
And he doesn't do anything else. Like, he's just the robot in the truck, right?
Right.
So he's my primary Prime, right? I wouldn't buy that because if I had that, then I wouldn't have the real Prime. And so I wouldn't have a truck mode anywhere in my collection, even if I wanted one. But with Devastator, it would be different. If I bought the Devastator, I would still have the 6 Constructicons that could still do all that shit, and it could still turn into that thing, and it could do the all modes, and it could do the combine mode and all that stuff. But now I don't have to put the fucking time into it. And it just so happens that the giant one scales, and it's the same scale, so it works. But it's not replacing something. The Prime would replace.
No, it's totally replacing Devastator.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, go ahead and take a swig of your lemonade. Say it's none of your business.
Speaking of lemonade, lemon tree
being green. Go Birds.
What's next in toy news?
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my god, that was only the first one, man. We gotta
move along.
all because of this star screen. Is anybody?
I'm interested in it. Just like I always look at how much that price is. Like look at the was it Toy World? They came out that Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, how fucking expensive that thing was. What was it again? It was what $350.
I think it might have been $3.
It was expensive. It came with a lot of shit, but man, was that expensive? Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, the 3A one was cheaper.
Yeah.
And it was bigger and more detailed, but didn't transform.
Yeah.
You know what I think when I look at that?
You think
Michael Bay is such a fucking dickhead. Seriously. Like, you gotta live with that, right? From the beginning?
sure could only prove upon it.
You?
No, I thought 2007 Starscream was
I like the Dorito.
No, I'm just kidding. That's awful.
See if
That thing's awful.
Yeah.
See if Stasis Lock needs a 8th guy. Or however many fucking guys are.
No, that looks cool. I like that. I won't buy it. But
Yeah.
it's not G1.
Up next, so we got some like in-hand pics of this Astro Train.
Yeah, that looks good. Fans Toys Astro Train.
Fans Toys Thomas, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Fans Toys.
When I first saw this, I know you guys are going to fucking chew me out for this, but when I first looked at that, I thought it was very plain looking. It was very boring because it's all gray everywhere.
They definitely went at the animation model for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. You know what? That's actually a pretty valid point. At least from a straight on angle. I'm not sure, there may be some shit going on like on the insides of the But just from that straight up angle, I agree with you. And you know what? That's different because most of the time, at least up until this point, they did a really good job at walking the line between
Yeah. It seemed
cartoon accurate
like
and having some
Six
detail.
Shot kind of had that same type of plain look to it, you know? So,
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think it'll go. But I agree with it's definitely plainer looking than their last bunch of releases.
what's come out first, this or Blitzwing?
Fans Toys? Oh, this guaranteed.
Okay.
This is we never got this far with it.
Yeah.
Did we?
no,
Oh,
I
I
think so.
thought we. Okay.
I know they had a prototype out there.
Actually, I thought that was a render.
No, they showed them at a
did
show.
they?
There was
Did
one, and it was all the way back when Ditka.
Yeah.
They showed Ditka, and they showed
They probably took Blitzwing way back to the drawing board.
big time. You know what? I got the Soundwave picks coming up. Wait till you see how that one changed, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was they showed a couple of prototypes along the way, and it's amazing.
Cool.
Anybody getting this besides me?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
I'll
gonna-
get it.
Yeah.
Is that up for pre-order already?
Good question. I'll look that up as a mouse over here. Let's see what's next. You know what? We just talked about it. Let's go look at it. So these pics popped up. So when I was in Toronto, they showed some pics of Fans Toys Soundwave, which we thought was kind of long dead. Because the MP came out and
Right.
they just kind of brushed this one under.
Is this still
Acoustic Wave?
Yeah, is this still labeled as FTO2?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's still still 02. So anyway, let's see with these prototype picks. This is gonna blow your mind, man. This is the first one.
Yep.
And this is another one along the way somewhere. Or is that the MP? No, that's the Acoustic Wave 2.
Yeah.
And then this is the latest one.
Which was the one that they showed at the TFCon in Toronto?
In Toronto?
Was it the third one or the second one?
It was this one.
That one. Okay.
Yeah, it was that one.
Same. Okay. Same design.
If I had to pick, like the middle one, and I'm digging the middle one.
Really?
No. The third one. I like the amount of
one looks atrocious.
Middle one's more like a jukebox.
I like the amount of detail on the middle one. Like the first one's over the top. The second one to me is perfect, and the third one is too plain. But as far as proportions and shit go, the third one 100%. Man, that's crazy how much it changed, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, no.
I don't like how far. This is a little nitpicky, but I don't like how far back the gun handle's set. It makes it look like it's a really long pistol instead of like a rifle, almost. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
All right, which one are you talking about?
On the gun, on the one on the far right.
The far right. Okay.
Yeah. See how like the handle's like right on the very back of it.
Yeah.
You know, whereas the other ones, the handle, at least the one in the middle, the handle's kind of more set in the middle.
Which I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? If we went back and watched a cartoon, it probably looks like that. Remember it looking like that. Probably remember it looking like that. But
well, probably because of the toy. The toy had the peg set more in the middle.
Yeah. Keeping your MP13 or going in on this?
It depends on what mood I'm in.
Yeah.
I think I might go with that one. But
MP13
I also like to know.
really good,
I'd like to know if the official cassettes will have compatibility.
I can't imagine that they won't. I can't imagine they won't. That would be a total dick move, wouldn't it? If they made them different sizes.
Well, they do their own.
Yeah, I'm sure, but
It would be nice to know that my Masterpiece cassettes still have use.
They can do it, and we would all begrudgingly get them. I'm not going to because I'm just going to completely hold out for Ocular Max to do the rest of them. But yeah, if they made it different, man, that's kind of a slap in the face to the fans.
I want to have the cassettes so that they can fit in the chest, so you can put them in the chest, so you can still see them in the chest.
Right.
But it doesn't look like you'll be able to see them anyway because it looks like the chest may be opaque.
Do you think it's going to be, or do you think it's just because it's the prototype?
I don't know, but I like to have cassettes in the chest. You know what I mean? So, my Ocular Max cassettes will be my robot mode displays.
Yeah.
But then, I want to have...
Which one's going to be your official representation of...
Well, they both are. They both are, but, because they both can transform. Yeah? Not breaking my rules.
And Levy only has one rule. I think Fans Toys, I don't think those MP cassettes are going to fit in that Fans Toys Soundwave. I think they're going to do their own.
I think it's entirely possible.
I think they're doing that because if you're going to buy the Fans Toys Soundwave, you got to buy the Fans Toys cassettes, and that's even more money for them.
No,
exactly.
I'm out. I'm out, son.
I'm going to keep my official. I'm not going to do any Fans Toys Soundwave.
I think I'm probably going to get that one, but I'm going to keep the Sound Blaster. Keep the black Sound Blaster or MP and then get that one.
Yeah. No, I would like to have that Soundwave to match the aesthetic now that with Megatron and the Make Toy Seekers.
Yo, you want to hear something funny? Jefferson, give us the line real quick, the Soundwave line. The rebuilder, when they rebuilt.
New parts.
I love that he remembers that shit.
New Soundwave.
Wait, fool you. I watch Transformers. I know line.
Yeah, he knows line. Done the Monday. I got to find that one. We can't talk about that one now. That was fucked up. Me and Levy were watching, Master Force.
Uh-huh.
And Optimus Prime, Jinrai, not Optimus Prime, called somebody a horny shitskin.
What do you call him?
A horny shitskin.
I don't know what that means in Japanese.
Horny shitskin.
Okay.
At least that's what it sounded like. I don't know what it means in Japanese. But in American, it means horny shitskin. In American.
Fans Toys drag strip.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does. Smoky. FT31D Smoky. Smoky, I may not be a smart man, but where I'm standing, to me it looks like you taking a shit.
When's Wild Rider coming out?
I don't know.
He's the next one, right? From Fans Toys?
Yes. Magnum, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay attention to third party names.
I am still going to wait for all the dust to settle to see which way I'm going to go.
What are they doing with it? Like, obviously the Top Gun for the jets, but like Magnum, is that a Magnum PI thing?
Maybe.
Could be.
Smokey and the
Bandit. I don't see why they would call him Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, that didn't really make a ton of sense. But whatever. What was Breakdown's name? Spoiler. That doesn't make any fucking sense either. I mean, besides that he has one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm getting the X Transbot set. I'm getting the Fans Toys set. I'm not getting the DX9 set, and their awful Motor Master really sealed the deal for me on that one.
I'm getting the DX9 bug.
What?
What did you hate about the DX9?
DX9 Motor Master?
Was it the arms?
No, it was the freaking super long trailer. I hate that thing.
Yeah.
That's the deal breaker for me.
They're really dumb.
I have no intention of ever keeping them truck mode probably, but I can't stand that trailer.
Do we know what the Fans Toys release schedule is? Like what's coming up next? And because they've been releasing so many different prototypes, do you know what's up next? Like what they're supposed to, when, where it's supposed to come out? What? No. Because they had the Aerobots, Stunticons. They showed Soundwave. What else did they show? Besides the triple changers.
Warpath.
That's right. The mini bots. Those are probably next, right?
They're
Brawn, Warpath, and
Beachcomber.
Beachcomber. Was there another one?
Let's see. Okay, so
I thought it was just those 3.
Was it just okay?
where are we at? We're at December.
I'm gonna say that's probably the next one, right?
So
Probably.
according to the Chosen Prime calendar, MP. I'm just gonna do all the significant ones. So MP Hound.
That's this month, right?
Yeah. X Transbots Motormaster.
Right. The trailer is not supposed to be out. I think they said May. I think so. Yeah. There was that video that was last night. They had the designer on. Did either of you guys watch it? It was on YouTube. It was on 9 o'clock.
Yes, I did.
Did you watch it?
The 598 guy.
Yeah. Was anything cool from that?
The video? Mm-hmm. He just showed the transformation and showed articulation. I mean, it was like a typical review, but it looked really good.
Oh, I thought it was like a live show. They were having like questions and answers and stuff.
Oh, that no. I think I actually saw his review of the.
Oh, right. No, this was another video that they did last night.
Oh, an interview or something?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see that. That I didn't see.
You have to watch that.
Yeah, I have to check that out. It says the KFC Power Master Prime and the God Bomber are supposed to come out this month, but we've never even seen any prototypes or anything of that, unless it's going to be like a Victory Leo thing where they just drop it on us, which would be pretty insane.
Entirely possible. I can't wait to get all my Menosaurs and stuff because I'm probably going to get the Magic Square one too and have them all on one shelf and then have April come and look at it and be like, why do you have 17 of the same character? Because she loves giving me shit about that.
Speaking about wives giving me shit, you showed me that Fatal Fury statue.
Yeah.
What was it? A 1/4? I think it was 1/4 statue.
Yeah.
1/4 statue.
It was big.
Yeah. I told Lori I said I was gonna get that. She's like, "What are you gonna do with a statue? Worship it?" Yeah.
That was a good looking statue. That
She's like,
piece looks
I said
awesome.
it's not that expensive. It was like $6.99. She's like, "That's how much a snowblower costs."
She trying to tell you something there?
Then she said that we should all buy it together and then we could share it.
That's adorable.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said that doesn't work.
No.
Tell if we're gonna do that, we're all gonna have to move in together. We're all me and Levy are moving in with you guys.
The best part, she goes, "Does it move?" I said, "No. That's why it's called a fucking statue." Because it doesn't fucking move. Does it move? What's next?
Fans Hobby. What's his face? Lightning Eagle. What the hell? Thunderclash. Also, January. We're going over the schedule.
The greatest Transformer ever.
Yeah, greatest. He's right, man.
What?
I thought he was kidding.
Thunderclash is the greatest Transformer ever.
Is that
January.
an IDW thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
January, that Toy World.
Rumor has it that when Thunderclash was carrying the Matrix for Prime, the Matrix didn't want to leave because he was that worthy.
Oh, really?
He's like
surgically removed.
He's like the Transformers world's most interesting man.
Oh,
basically.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
or like Chuck
Cybertron's
Norris,
most interesting robot.
Yeah. Might have to delete this part of the show, Jed.
You should do it. You should do a Photoshop when you get that Thunderclash.
Yeah.
Have a Photoshop of him in the kitchen with Ravage on the counter instead of that cheetah
Yeah.
or that leopard.
Everyone's beaten that to hell already.
What?
Huh?
do you mean
Everybody else is beating that to hell already.
Beating what
I'm
to hell?
not going to get involved.
Beating what
with
to
the
hell?
cat on the counter with the shit. Oh, is that what you were? Oh, you were going for something else.
What?
Go on. Speak, Levy.
Are you talking about the cat lady? Cat yelling?
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
No, it's the old interesting man in the world commercial where they show scenes from his life. And the one time he's cooking in the kitchen and his pet mountain lion jumps up on the counter and he goes shoo. You know, like you would with a domestic house cat.
That's so vague of a reference.
I was just saying, that's obscure.
That's like the best part about it.
No,
I never saw it.
You never see. That's the best part about it.
It's going to be
Inside jokes
it's
are
gonna
the
be
best jokes.
It's going to be him on
My favorite joke is when only one person gets it.
Yeah, but that doesn't sell then.
I don't
Only
care.
one person buys it then.
You should totally do that where he's in the kitchen and then Ravage is on the counter.
All the shit I'm doing is obscure enough already. You know what I mean? I don't need to do
I think it's a great idea.
No.
Anybody who knows the world's most interesting man knows that scene.
You know, I don't always carry the Matrix, but when I do,
like with a couple of NJAX or some shit in front of him, right? So it swerves.
Yep.
Shit.
I still like the idea of him shooing Ravage off the counter.
That's fucking obscure enough already, man.
I like him. I like the idea of him shooing Ravage off the counter.
I like the idea of having a 2 foot tall Action Master Devastator that doesn't actually count.
Well, you do you.
You do you.
Let's see what's going on. Okay, so we got the Toy World Bumblebee Prime is coming out in January.
Mike's gonna show you the design. Like he's gonna be like, "Now I have to warn you, this is gonna be fucking awesome."
Ocular Max Brawl, Ocular Max Blast Off. That's Civil War Prime with the trailer that you say you're getting.
Yeah.
What is it? The War Within.
Are we in January or still December?
This is January.
That's soon, huh?
Yeah. And the Ocular Max Onslaught and the Ocular Max add-on kit that gives them shoes.
Where's the Ocular Max fucking
Should I bring my
Autobot
glasses
tapes?
and my shoes
The Autobot what?
Tapes.
so I have them?
You know what? They kind of they didn't even show them did they show them in DC?
No.
Not at all?
Just Toronto. Yep.
Because I heard a rumor ahead of time that there may possibly be one of those as an exclusive, but then there was just nothing.
What's that?
Not even a whisper.
Well, they dropped them all like one shot. Remember?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be surprised. Like, I thought for sure they'd be out before Chinese New Year.
What's that?
The Ocular Max Autobot tapes.
Oh.
February, got the MP Leo Convoy. Fans Toys Warpath.
February.
Okay. When is Chinese New Year?
February.
February sometime, end of February?
Somewhere, yep.
We'll go one more month.
So it's like several weeks, isn't it?
We'll go one more month. And see
Yeah, they
what's
party, man.
in what is this, March, we got Fans Toys Brawn. There's a few things coming out, but there's nothing.
Chinese New Year is actually going to be January 25th of next year.
And then it goes on for like several weeks, right?
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. All right.
I would count it as like a month, probably.
Yeah.
I think Jefferson just pulled off a.
Beat him by 22.
No, you didn't. Damn, son. The computer beat him. Was he on the podium? I could tell by his posture. Look at how far he's sunk into the couch. You know he lost, man. Hey, Gurman, this show is getting dropped on Monday, so I'm just shouting out to all the Dallas fans and apologizing for the Eagles whooping that ass last night.
You're going to have to edit this part out.
Yeah.
It's like I'm going to have to be like the newspaper printer where I'm going to have the cover where either they win or they lose.
Yeah. So you have to re-record it.
Yep.
All the hats are
Now
going
you're going to have to do a tail end at the end of the podcast where you just say about how the Eagles lost and how they're a bunch of assholes and all that stuff. And then I can put that part back in.
So what's next?
All right, what's next? We got okay, so this Lemon Tree Toys is what Jed was talking about. These are some legend size, we think. What? I mean, it's not. What the hell is going on? Maybe we'll just do it this way. Lemon Tree Toys, which is doing, we think, legend sized Bumblebee style
Blitzwing.
Starscream.
Or was that Starscream?
That's Starscream. I can't tell if you're being facetious or not.
I can't tell the difference between them.
Starscream's got the
When there's no colors, I can't tell the difference.
Starscream's got the things on his shoulders.
Yeah, but the Blitzwing had small ones.
Yeah, but the face is a Starscream.
Is it? I can't tell.
Well, it's more of a Starscream face than a Blitzwing face.
Is it? I don't know.
Blitzwing still had kind of like that Bayformer thing going on.
Did you say his name was like Starstorm or something like that?
No, not this one. That the other company. Now we're just confusing the shit out of everyone, Jed.
I looked this up so I can tell you. I have it like on my speed search here. What the name was going to be called? Neutron Star.
That's what the Lemon Tree one they're calling. So Neutron Star and then Starstorm is the other company.
This one's called LTO2 Neutron Star.
Right.
Neutron Star Starscream.
What do they call the Prime? Does it say?
I can find out in 2 seconds.
So there's the Prime.
He is going to be called Lemon Prime Optimus Prime.
Wait, what?
Lemon Prime.
Stop it. Lemon Prime.
Lemon Trees Toys LTO1 Lemon Prime Optimus Prime. Yep.
That's weird.
Lemon Prime.
Lemon Prime.
And then
Sounds like a drink.
yeah, but he transforms into this though, doesn't he?
Lemon Prime?
No,
Starscream.
Starscream.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what the other one turns into. If it's a Tetrajet or a Earthjet.
What does Lemon Prime transform into?
A truck.
A lemon?
Into a pineapple.
There's the truck. So the.
But is that truck a lemon? I mean, did they have to take it into the shop like 6 times in a year?
There's the Starscream Tetrajet. Looks like the movie.
That's pretty ugly.
Oh, that's what it looked like.
Is that what it looked like in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly.
It looks like a bird, dude. Right?
You guys don't like that?
I like it.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like the Siege Tetrajet more?
Yeah.
The Viper?
I mean, the legs sticking out the bottom notwithstanding, but
The Siege was a lot closer.
it's
to
the nose on that thing. That bothers me.
I think this looks very Star Warsy, don't you? A little bit.
No, it just
cool.
The nose really just bothers me.
There was a show, I can't remember which one it was, but there was like fighters that came out of either a battle cruiser or a space station that looked like that. I don't know if it was Babylon 5 or if it was a different sci-fi show, but
Starcom.
It could be. I don't know.
It's not Starcom.
Or Robotech, or no, not Robotech, but it looks familiar. Just like how the Siege one looks like a Battlestar Galactica Viper.
Yeah.
There it was. I didn't even have to. So I brought this up to Jed.
Yeah.
So Lemon Toys is also doing Revenge.
Yep.
Are you gonna be mad at me if I buy that?
If you buy it now, because if now from what I understand, like rumor is that they bought the Zeta Unicron design.
These guys did.
Yeah.
Well, fill us in. I didn't know any of this shit.
That's what I read in the comments.
That's like
Could that silhouette be any smaller?
Well, I think that's the point. I think this is like going to be like a little thing that comes with their legend size Unicron.
that's.
Is there going to be?
It was in the comment.
Or?
No, it was in the comments. It was like I'm taking it as a grain of salt rumor, but it sounds like somebody knew something when they were talking about it.
Is there like going to be a slot in the planet mode where that thing kind of falls out?
Could be.
It's Unicron reveal. They purchased. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like somebody with 4 friends. It's like a burner account. But
That makes sense.
it makes sense though, if that's what it was. Yeah. Get the fuck out.
I mean, if that's the case, if they're just
That's great.
but if that's the case, if they're showing it that small because of the next reveal is going to be like Unicron or whatever, I'm fine with that. I could actually probably go, do the 6-inch scale.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all that is. The only
No, I mean, I could make a ship 6-inch long,
Right.
like a larger model
Yeah.
of the ships, and do those, instead.
Yeah, a little tiny one wouldn't be like wouldn't be good enough. It would have to be like sizable. Like if that's an accessory for a Unicron, that's fine. The only thing that doesn't make sense or doesn't fit is that's a LT03. The two movie, the Starscream and the Prime was LT01 and LT02, and most of the time when companies are doing shit from different continuities, they usually do like a different numbering system.
Right. Well, that's
That's the only thing that doesn't point that way. And who the hell knows?
It could be their version of the Bumblebee Unicron that in someone's imagination. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
We'll find out.
But I think that's the reason why the silhouette's so small.
Lemon Tree. I wonder who they are.
I don't know.
Zeta Toys.
Could be.
What do you guys think about the... I watched Bobby's thing a while ago. Whatever Saturday was, talking about the Raidens and shit. Mm-hmm. And he was saying about tinfoil hats on. What if, how we say Hasbro never pays attention to what the third party companies are doing, but
right.
Like Zeta tried to throw a Unicron out there when they were trying to do this crowdfunding Unicron. Like Hasbro see that Zeta is doing a Raiden and is like, well, let's crush these motherfuckers for the last time.
No, I don't think so. I don't agree with that.
I was wondering what you guys thought about it.
I think that sometimes I agree with Bobby's opinions about things.
No, it wasn't even
in his conjecture, like in his conjectures, and that one I don't believe or agree with at all. I think that was just because of the train show, and the anniversary. That's what
I think too. But
and that Takara being a big company, that I think they wanted, and everyone assumes that it's going to be for general release. It may not be that at all. Maybe they're just going to do something for the show for the anniversary, and they will never be a mass market production.
Do you think they would do all that work?
Sure.
For that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, I work for a big company, and we've done many media productions that took months and hours only for it to be shared within another company and never seen the light of day. Yeah. So I could see Takara putting together a Raiden combiner that would only be like one of its kind or two of its kind just for that special celebration.
That would piss a lot of people off.
And then it would never be available publicly. But that's, hypothetical, of course.
Yeah.
Why build some prototypes and do something if you're not going to turn around and sell it?
Especially if everybody was like sees it and wants it, and
Right.
they're like, oh shit, we can make some money off of this thing.
Right. But I could see them doing something special where it's not, going to be publicly available, or at least
Train show exclusive.
Yeah.
So Jed, I think you dropped
History of railroading exclusive.
Yeah.
What is this and where'd you see it?
I saw it on Instagram. It's from Instagram. I saw it on Instagram.
Do you know any information besides that it's from Instagram?
I believe, and I have to look it up, but I'm sure. But this isn't like a company or anything. This is someone who did like a prototype, like a model kit prototype.
Oh, okay.
There was I don't know if it's the same guy or not, but someone did a model kit prototype of Starscream. That was basically the same thing. And he was doing like 3D prints of kits that you put together, basically like a Gundam, and he was selling them that way. So it was like only I think only like 20 at a time or something he was selling them. So
I think when I see this?
And they were expensive because there are lots of parts.
Crazy detail. Look at that thing, man.
I'll have to see if I can find that
Assume
Starscream.
that doesn't transform.
No, it's a model kit.
No. So that would not be my primary representation.
God, Shockwave.
You know what I think when I see this shit?
He looks like he's got a matrix for a face.
Well, you know what? I was looking at it. It's put a thing in there, and it's almost like you make him. It's like an angry, give him an angry eye, full-time angry eye. That shit is wild as hell, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy detail. Jesus, it's just some dude. Wow.
That is cool.
Yeah. So, are you looking it up?
Yeah, I probably won't find it, but yeah, there was like I said, definitely. Is that it?
I figured I'd throw that in there just in case there was any significance for the masses. The last two are both Bumblebee movie bots.
Let me find out the author of that so I can give him credit for that model kit thing. It was Ver Art, VER Art Design Prototype, VER Art. No, ring any bells?
Oh, I don't know. No, never heard of it. Have now. Up next is Toy World Shatter. I don't know what they're calling it, but it's Shatter from the Bumblebee movie.
Now that thing transforms into both of those?
Yeah. Crazy, right?
The car needs some work, but I like the fact that they're making a triple changer.
What's bothering you? Them hinges on the outside of the windows?
No, just the passenger area altogether. Like that whole section there in the middle. Just doesn't look right.
What, the whole windshield part?
The windshield, the sides, everything. It just doesn't look right to me.
You say the passenger side?
The passenger compartment.
Oh,
the whole area.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's still pretty impressive, though. Like, that's the jet.
I mean, the jet clearly looks better in vehicle mode than the car does.
Yeah, big time. Like, they did the car last. That was the mode that paid for it all.
The car looks like what the cars looked like in the old G1 cartoon.
A lot of really hard angles, boxy.
It's a Challenger, isn't it?
It doesn't look like any Challenger I've ever seen.
Or is it a Charger?
I mean, it could be. I mean, the front end looks like a muscle car and everything. It's just the top of it there just looks too boxy. It doesn't have any round edges, any soft edges. It's all hard angles.
I see.
And it just looks not quite right. You see how that is like the windshield at the top has a slight arc to it. That's straight across.
Well,
the whole compartment there, it's just.
We're not really seeing it from the same angle either. Like, we're seeing it from this 3/4
But you can clearly see that it is just like all straight lines and hard angles, whereas the car looks like a car. It has softer edges. It doesn't have any defined corners.
Like the roof, I could see it definitely on the roof and stuff.
There's defined corners on it. There's not really defined corners per se.
So that Ver Art, it's ver.art, right? It's actually the first product that they're doing, that Shockwave.
Yeah.
It's going to be 45 centimeters.
That's pretty big, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I applaud their efforts in making a triple changer.
Someone says this is a Gundam with some Shockwave parts thrown on.
I mean, it looks like the movie Shockwave, man.
Yeah, I agree. It's very detailed, especially like all the back and all the pipes and everything like that. Yeah. And the cable stuff is really cool. But yeah, so apparently it's a new car. I don't know anything else about it. So
all right, I got one last piece. Showing you another. So this is the Zeta Bumblebee.
I think it looks great.
Bumblebee movie B.
Does that transform?
Yep.
That looks really good.
Do you have a picture of the alt mode, Mike?
I do not. That was the only 2 pictures I saw on the page this week. But it was like full color and everything, so I figured I'd throw it in there.
That looks good.
I think I read somewhere that there's a bunch of stuff that lights up except the eyes.
Except and that's what lights up in this pic.
Yeah, the headlights, the weapons, and a bunch of other stuff, but not the eyes.
So Zeta, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about them doing movie bots. Oh, great. I don't know, man. Should just stick to what they're doing. See, now them being petty with Toy World, that I could buy.
Don't you see see a trend now?
A lot of movie bots.
No, a lot of Bumblebee movie bots.
Yes.
So,
which is fine. Fuck all that other
Nightverse.
Yeah, Nightverse, man. I feel like I did see a Bumblebee car mode somewhere. But
I can't remember. Did Arturo design this one?
Oh, I don't.
For some reason, I have a feeling that he did.
No, I don't know. That's it. That's all I got.
Cool. They showed the prototype for Thrust.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you see that?
On Dame Chalk, like a few days ago.
Oh, no kidding. I must have missed it. There's X-Transbots all together. Kind of towers over everybody.
Yeah.
The only thing I liked about the DX9 one was that he was the exact same size as MP10. Did you see them standing next to each other?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that, I didn't put that in there because he didn't transform, but that's that MMA. You know that Prime that was on the Akira looking bike?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same company that's doing this one. They're doing an Iron.
Oh, you mean like the Tron looking bike that he had?
Or yeah, the Tron looking bike. Yeah.
Who's that supposed to be?
Ironhide.
Oh. From what? Is that a legend scale?
IDW. No, he's a big guy. Non-transforming.
Oh.
Yeah, wait, there's a picture of him. Oh, of course it's a fucking thumbnail.
All right, listener questions? There weren't many.
There were none? No, there's one from Nate. Mike.
That's Spinister, man. That's a good looking Spinister. Oh, look at that shit. What is that on? Oh, that's on Shozy. Yeah, I mean, TCP's got that up too. Well, we'll see.
I guess so.
That's still open-ended. Them cone heads, man.
So, Levy, you said you didn't have any questions? You didn't find any?
I'm pretty sure.
No, there's a couple.
Oh, there is? I thought you said
there wasn't many.
Oh, I thought you said there wasn't any.
No, there wasn't many.
Oh. Is it on the main page?
Yeah.
All right. What do you want to do first, Nate's, or is Nate's real good? Should we say that one for last?
Let me find Nate's.
Okay.
She got buried.
Yeah. Here it is. Nate's question was, next Blackout and Shout question, what chug scaled figure has the best roll in car mode? I just rolled 2007 Camaro Bumblebee, and good goddamn, that is a good roll for plastic tires.
It's the roll like a champ.
Yeah.
Which one rolls the best?
That's a chug.
I don't know.
Levy probably can answer this question best.
Yeah, come on, Mr. Alt Mode.
I don't know.
Astrotrain. Rolls like a champ down the tracks.
I have zero answers for this because I haven't had him in the car mode enough to begin with, and especially
you don't have any chugs to begin with.
Oh, is it chug?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a really specific weirdo question out of Nate this week.
That is.
Most of the time he comes at us with some good non-related and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been tired.
I mean, none of the chugs I have ever had any problem rolling at all.
Oh, you didn't ask. I asked what was the best one. Best one that rolls like a champ.
I don't really know if I can distinguish between any of them.
Chip Chase.
Optimus Prime.
Chip Chase.
Chug, Chip Chase.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Swindle.
There we go.
I'm going to say Swindle. Because he rolled like a champ.
Cosmos.
All right.
What's next?
Josh Lawrence. SLB vlog. What are you looking forward to next year? Figure-wise, convention-wise, anything. Happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to?
Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa to you too. God damn, I can't believe you say that. Mayfex Superman from Hush.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, March 4th. Fucking A. It's coming with the Play Arts Kai, Cloud, and Hardy Daytona.
Well, you said figure, right?
No, he just said, what are you looking forward to next year?
That is a figure.
Figure-wise, convention-wise, anything.
That is a figure.
Anything.
Remake, figure, Cloud, Hardy Daytona. Fucking, man, when I got Fenrir and stuff like that, can't wait for this one. I'm happy I paid the $20 for all that.
Well, Cyberpunk 2077, as far as video games go. Mayfex Hush Superman for figures.
Eagles beating the Ravens in Super Bowl 54. Yeah, let's all laugh. I like it because it's insanity. But on this, chance it happens.
Wow.
We'll all sit here and be like, man, remember Mike was just fucking insane the entire time, and then he wasn't.
That's like believing the astrological fucking signs and shit. Man, if Pisces and Sagittarius are aligned, the Eagles will enter the Super Bowl in 2020.
German, right? Carson and the practice squad's going on a run, son.
No, Mike, if the Eagles beat the Ravens this year, I'll be...
That's been recorded, DJ. That's been recorded. Everybody heard it.
I'll give up on the NFL. I'll give up.
No. You just said that you were going to be an Eagles fan. That doesn't sound like giving up on the NFL.
If.
Actually.
Pretty much sounds like everything else.
Just giving up on life.
Listen.
Yeah, guess I like the Eagles.
Every episode.
What were you saying, Mike?
John had a question then too, but it's one we've answered several times already.
If you could only save one figure from a house fire, which figure would you save?
Close. It's actually
close to that.
Pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
It was if there was only one figure you could save to fit in a DTOLF, what would it be?
No, not one figure. He said a DTOLF's worth of shit, didn't he?
No, I thought it was one figure to fit in a DTOLF, but I don't know. That's a great scene.
I'm gonna have to go find this because I think
it was in the Hardcore Collectors.
It's ridiculous. If something came up where you guys needed to sell your collections, but you could only keep enough of it to fit in one DTOLF, what would you guys keep?
Oh my god!
All my players, Kai. That's it.
Fit in a DTOLF as a display, or just cramming it in there?
Take the glass shelves out and just start putting them all.
99 out of 100 people listening to this right now, dude.
I will just stuff that shit from ceiling to floor.
You'd have so much die cast in there. It'd be like a big fucking Tetris piece.
Take all the shells out, just stuff it full.
I would turn it over sideways like a toy chest.
What was that old PlayStation game where the prince would roll shit and it would collect all this?
Katamari Damacy.
That's it, Katamari. That's what you do. Just start fucking rolling things up into a ball. Right?
Yep.
Have your DTOLF. Just start fucking doing a log roll with the DTOLF.
So let's assume
there.
that John's talking like a nice display. One DTOLF worth of shit.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's still a lot of figures.
Players Kai.
It's easy for me.
All my Players Kai would fit in there.
2 shelves would be whatever I could fit from season 1 up to whatever I could fit. Arcbots, Archicons. And then maybe the Dinobots have to be left out because they hog all the fucking room.
Not if you pile them on top of each other.
I got a better version of this question for you guys.
Okay, go ahead.
If you had to either choose between all your official MPs or all your fans' toys, which ones would you pick? Fans' toys or MPs? The whole collection line that you have. Because you got all the fans' toys, Dinobots, right? Plus all
a lot of fans' toy shit.
And then you got all the official, cars and stuff. So,
and it's a crazy question because there's not a lot of crossover.
Right, exactly.
Except for Shockwave and Hound soon.
And Grimlock.
Grimlock. Anybody else? I think that might be it. Yeah, so that's a tough one because all things considered, they're around the same. Because Transformers, the official ones had a couple Beast Wars ones mixed in there, and then they had those couple ones where they made then they make Delta Magnus and Corden and a couple of them goofy Diaclone ones. They gave them their own number, and the Beast Wars ones gave them their own numbers too. The Primal, there was 2 Primals and one was 32 and the other was 38, I think.
Right.
So if you're just going straight G1 shit, you remove all that stuff and then whatever's left over versus what Fanstos put out, and it's probably close, I bet, to being around the same number.
Yeah, Fanstos is up to what number now?
Well,
or did they skip?
They're not going in order though. That's the thing.
Okay.
MPs are strictly going right.
I mean, they're just releasing FTO2 here.
I was just gonna say, think about it. Fans Toys is going to be doing combiners, eventually. So you'll have, some combiners in there too.
Yeah, but MPs might though as well.
You don't have any MP combiners right now, though.
No.
But then again, Fans Toys doesn't have a MP Prime either. Kara does.
Or Megatron, for that
Right.
matter.
So
you'd be betting on the future.
Which way? Yeah. So if you could only collect official MPs and keep only those, or would you keep all your fans' toys and go roll with that?
Man,
that's a tougher.
I feel like I would probably go fans' toys, and the reason I say that is because the cycle of official shit keeps turning over. We're on a third Prime. We're on a second Bumblebee, a second Megatron. We're already on 2 Seekers, and who knows if we're going to get more of those, which I'm kind of thinking that, that might happen eventually.
Right.
Fans Toys is knocking them out one at a time. So I think as time goes on, you're eventually going to end up with more of a cast of characters if you're somebody like me that only collects one of each character. So I'd probably say Fans Toys.
How about you, Levy?
Probably go with Fans Toys.
For the same reasons?
Yeah, I think so.
Do you need to go home and go to bed? You look tired as a motherfucker, man.
No, I'm all right.
We're losing him, Jed.
He's having
wrap it up soon.
Yeah. Well, we're at the end, so
yeah.
Just having an aneurysm, I think. Aneurysm?
You need some Tums or some shit?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Ambulance?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this like you having a heart attack, or you okay?
Indigestion.
I didn't know how
headache,
worried to be.
Indigestion.
Indigestion.
Oh, great! We got to get him out of here before he shits his pants.
There is a stomach flu going around, by the way.
No, I'm not feeling nauseous.
Oh, okay. Well, I wasn't either, but I had the shits, so it lasts about a week.
No, just a lot of gas pain right now.
That's how it starts.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to be polite and
You'll hold it back in.
Yeah.
Thank you for being polite.
That's
I appreciate it.
I'm experiencing the gas pain.
Yeah.
I got leather.
I can't trust a fart right now. I've been holding it in so much. I've been holding it in so much. I don't.
It's like in the cartoons where like they're at the dam and you see like the one little and then 3 seconds later the whole fucking thing comes down.
Was that the last question?
That was the last question.
All right. Ready to close up shop?
Thanks for everybody for listening, and thanks for your questions and all that stuff.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone.
Yeah, happy holidays, and fuck you, John Bailey.
Fuck Dallas. That's enough. We're out.